boy go? Away goes Michael Long. 50 metres out. Still going. 30 metres out. Oh, what play! It may have been touched on the line. No!
Punched away by Silvani. Buick off the ground. It's a goal. Magnificent Buick. Derek ticket for goal number 8. It bounces and rolls. Oh, don't tell me he's kicked loose your hands. Harvey. Shot to the goal front. Hurts a chance. It's going to pass through for goal. It is a goal to Harvey. Mercury. No, Watson gets around. Forced to kick with the left. It slews off the side of his boot. Centre half back for Adelaide. Very important possession. Watson's got it. Watson goes for goal. Look at this. Down. Essendon are home in the preliminary final. Thanks to a goal kicked by Timmy Watson. Punched away. Watson. What can Timmy Watson do? He can kick a goal.
Bradley Payne roped it well. And the little forward pocket player on the left foot fires a goal. Played a tip by Payne.
Buick collected it. Snapshot by Buick. Might be there. It's a goal. Two goals. Madden's dominated the centre. Away goes Calthorpe. They don't want this. This will sting. Calthorpe's shot for goal. It's on the line. It's through. Calthorpe replies for the Bombers.
He's still going, Paul Salmon. He shoots, and he's kicked a mighty goal. Sandwich between two Carlton players. Buick, look at this. Ho-ho!
The quick kick and scores a goal.
"1993 wasn't supposed to be Essendon's year. Even coach Kevin Sheedy admits he was concentrating on rebuilding the side after the loss of several senior players, particularly the champion trio of Simon Madden, Terry Danaher and Tim Watson. Although, as we now know, the wily Sheedy wasn't prepared to allow Watson to remain retired. Club captain Mark Thompson.
It was good to have the old boy back, and he cut his life short, his footy life, and we all tried to talk him out of it. And when he come back, I think it's just good for footy, good for us, and good for the club. It was just a healthy environment, and his timing, into the team, mid-season was a good injection. It was just sort of made us all feel like playing again. When last year Terry and Simon retired, and the club were probably looking at rebuilding the team, and the improvement that we were looking for at the start of the year was obviously the young blokes, but we needed real improvement from people like Anthony Danaher and Dave Grinvolt and Peter Cransberg and Alan Izard. and they had to play well, we thought, to get in the finals. But the real improvement, of course, has been with the young blokes, and they've really come up out of the ground, and there's been a lot of them, and the competitiveness amongst those young players has been fantastic, and I think given us the lift that we needed.
Up to centre half forward. Oh, roving by Long. He puts the hand pass up for Hurd. Off the ground goes Hurd and kicks a goal.
Gets it across to Gary O'Donnell. O'Donnell to the half-forward line. Danger here for the Tigers as James Hurd races after it. Ridley was there. Now the speedy Buick. Buick goes inside to Hurd. Hurd races into goal for his second, and James Hurd has goal.
Centre of the ground. Wanganeen, couple of touches in the last minute. He'd been quiet for the first 6 or so minutes of this term after a brilliant first half. Mercury, terrific pickup. Back to Long. Pops it up pretty high. Ooh, down goes free. Buick grabs it off to Kransberg and he bounces it through. Goal to Kransberg.
He's been brilliant tonight. He's kicked 4 goals, 5. Marking contest. Oh, Derek Kickett at the back. This could be the sealer. Kicks a goal. Essendon will win.
Paul Hill. Oh, he's kicked into the man. Now Buick. Buick backed up beautifully, Darren Buick. A bounce. He races. Oh, he breaks the tackle. He bounces again. Terrific play by Buick. On the Hurd, can he kick his 5th goal? He steadies. And James Hurd has slammed it through for goal number 5. The Bombers are home.
Siren just about imminent. Schaefer, there it is. Touchdown. And Essendon has won the Foster's Cup for 1993.
The players, the young players especially, played last year in the seconds. To come out and have a senior flag at such an early age, give them confidence, and I think it's just what they really needed. And it's exactly what Harvey and I did in 1983. We played in the Reserves Grand Final, played in the Night Cup, and then played in the Day Final too.
The umpires today are the grand final umpires from last year. Dennis Rich and Peter Carey. That is a tradition.
Darren Buick kicks it goal. It's gone over the top of the right goal post. It's a goal. Harding at the back. Palms it down. Brennan shuffles it out. Almost one-handed. Chance for the Bombers now. Masiti. Inside 50. Goes at goal. Beautiful shot. And he's put it through. Kick to half forward, Delaney and McKenna. 2 redheads. Kransberg, Mercury, kick it, good mark. Hands out in front of the face, kicks it goal. That looks pretty good. Goal umpire doesn't move. 4 points.
Handball's back, misses kick it, but gets Spawn. Spawn's kick. In towards full forward, marking contest, comes to the rear. Buick and Pike. Pike is very quick, and I don't think Darren Buick realises it. Delaney, handball away, Mercury into the goal square, and Buick will get Essendon's 4th goal.
1-on-1 duel, and the mark taken by Spawn. Thought about playing on, now he does. Lands it out in front of goal, Kransberg the fly. Oh, Buick again, he'll kick another one. No mistake this time, and puts it straight through for his 3rd. Just inside the square. Kicks down the half forward, good vision. Alessio too tall.
He must do something constructive with it.
Tries to. Strong mark.
Oh, terrific stuff. This boy is a very promising young player.
Hard to believe, Robbo, after the way the Eagles dominated the first quarter.
You just never give up in a game of footy, and
no,
that's
but
what
we all
Essendon have
agreed
done.
that the Eagles should have been further in front.
No, not that early. You never give the opposition away that early.
Scores are level.
Still a long way to go.
Out of the centre, Spawn. Can't take the mark at half forward. Harvey down there now. Nice sidestep. Buick. Can he make it 4? Yes, he can!
Oh, well
what a
done.
great goal!
Would have got the free kick anyway, Pete.
Gee, that was a good effort.
Kransberg. Back to Denham. Wanganeen. Oh, missed what he should have taken. Mercury gives
Got a
the hand
free
pass
kick.
away. Free kick.
Wanganeen. Just a little bit too high.
Going for a stretcher.
Lewis coming in to remonstrate.
Well, shouldn't they stop the play?
They should,
yes.
The umpire should pick that up very quickly.
Well, he hasn't done. Play does continue, and the Bombers might be able to get a goal out of it. They should be able to through Harvey. Shoots at goal and gets it. The Eagles have the numbers. White to Wilson. Delaney again over Matera. They'll have to be quick. Hills with Wilson. Tries to burrow through. Shuffle it out. Delaney. Ball touched off the boot, was it? No mark anyway. Kransberg, the two number 23s. Harding was there. Alessio tries to get past Worsfold. Now a chance. Denham on a Wanganeen. 10 metres out. Kicks it goal and gets it.
Matera's kick.
Well done.
This boy, just a brilliant young talent.
Matera's
Away to
got cramp.
Mercury. Mercury running through the centre wing area. Short kick. Too short? No. Marked by Harvey. No one to kick to.
Sorry, Robert. Kransberg off. Sworn on.
There is. Harvey's found Buick. They're good mates, and by gee, didn't that show up? A great kick by Harvey. And Buick's got a chance to get his 5th goal. Very important kick in the context of the game, this by Darren Buick. And he's done it pretty well. It looks good. It's a goal.
13 points the difference, therefore, and that's what it was at half-time. Buick.
Got him in the back.
It's in the back. You're right, Ross. One of the most violent kicks of the day. Distance is no problem. Goal umpire has not moved. Badly needs something to fire, something to happen quickly, Essendon. Maybe Kickett can provide the spark, can he? Just coming off the bench. Off the point of the square. Kicks over the head of Guy McKenna. One-on-one duel. Gee, Buick nearly took a one-hander. Might have got a free kick.
Yes, well called.
Good goal anyway. Wanganeen's kicked it.
Buick for his 7th. And gets it.
And Harvey too far out to score. Looking for Buick? No. He's going in the Kickett direction. His opponent is Worsfold. A punch away. Buick's again. He got another one. 8 goals to Darren Buick. Harvey is only about 25 to 30 metres out directly in front, and he kicks it straight through the centre.
Ball up towards Masiti. O'Donnell gives it back to him from right half forward. Kick it too far underneath the ball. Guy McKenna overruns it. Chance for Hills. Chance for Alessio. Oh dear, oh dear. Second chance. He still can't kick the goal. It's still in play. Can Delaney kick one? White's got him.
Delaney's kicked it.
Got it.
Yes.
I'm prepared to admit now that it would be the greatest theft since the great train robbery if Essendon get up. Masidi goes to the right and tries to hook it long into the goal square. Oh, Ridley's got a goal! 9 points the difference.
As Essendon put in this last-ditch effort to try to pinch the ball game. Harvey, no one there. Mercury, can he make it a goal?
Good
yes, he can! Mercury second. Not many Essendon supporters here, but they're loud in their support of that one.
Frightening thought, you know, over summer to know that you had to face up to the Eagles over there, first up, and you know the way we went over there in Buick that day, kicked 8 and was absolutely sensational. And really, Essendon went down fighting. They had a red-hot go all day, and I think that that fact alone was very encouraging because we probably deep down we didn't expect to win it. Just as long as we had a go, and that day I think you know, we did have a real go, and we nearly stole the game in the last dying minutes. You know, Todd Ridley I think had a shot for goal, or could have had a shot for goal, and we would have been in front. But you know, it was a good effort to come back and to sort of push them all the way to the line, which they probably didn't expect, and it was good confidence for us.
He's on left half forward. Danaher's kick puts the Bombers inside 50. Alessio the flyer. Kransberg is there as well. His left foot kick bounces through for the first. In the middle once again. Madden, beaten. Scholl got a touch but couldn't get it out. Neither could Brown. Towards Alessio. Well spoilt by Silvani.
No, Silvani was holding. He was holding. And is that 50 metres? No. I thought the way Peter Cameron ran in, he was going to penalise Silvani even further.
This for Essendon to regain the lead. Drop punt, straight through the middle.
Handball for McKay. breaks the tackle. They're in trouble, the Blues. The Essendon forwards are really working to keep the ball within scoring distance for the Bombers. O'Donnell, now Denham. There's some creativity. Spawn will run up to the 50-metre line. He'll nearly kick it from there. Kieran Spawn makes no mistake. Gee, I'm glad he kicked the goal, Sandy. I was nearly running out of breath, but...
This is Michael Sexton, who's having his 22nd birthday next week, only as far as centre wing. Now Cransburg can send the Bombers into attack again. The half forward, and the mark taken by Mercury. Kick it! Directly in front, 45
I was just going to say, it's all turned around because of Wanganeen.
This to make the margin 3 points. Kickett has booted it. But they're continuing to apply pressure at him. He loses it. And now the Bombers have the numbers. Cransburg inside 50. The left foot drop punt. They need a goal. And he's got one.
Spalding in a little bit of trouble. Taken away by Mercedes. Quite an efficient player. His kick made a little bit ineffective, but Hills it is. In towards centre half forward. Excellent mark taken by Mercury. Mercury from directly in front, only 30 metres out, and he gets Essendon's 6th goal. Harvey there to tidy up for Essendon. He'll make you pay, Earl. He's a good kick of the football out towards half forward. Koutafidis. Buick back on the ground after being given a message, I'm sure, from Kevin Sheedy. Now Mercury. Chance for Grenville. And he kicks a goal for Essendon.
Spawn. Back he goes to Grenville. Can the Bombers mount something now? In towards half forward. Almost the mark to Mercury. Now a chance for Hurd. He goals. Sends the Bombers into attack. Beautifully controlled by Paul Hills. Goes over the top to his teammate in Delaney. And Delaney answers. Goal for goal here at the MCG. He goes long to the wing. Spawn, if he recovers, will be away. Lopes clear. Kickett is his target. Used the body nicely. The Bombers have the numbers. Mercury's an exciting player, and he finds Hewitt just 30 metres out. He had his kicking boot on last week, and he's just stuck that one home. They may get out of it, Carlton. They've got the numbers. Athorn's kick over is a shocker. Chance for Hills. Inside 50 they go, and the mark is taken by Delaney. The youngster finds Kickett, who gave a moment's thought of playing on, but then decided to go back and take his kick. Goal for goal continues.
Carlton don't want to incur any more injuries because Silvani's injured on the bench, and so is
Silvani's on the ground, Don. Centre half back.
O'Donnell goal, it's going to be through. It is, and the Bombers regain the lead.
Koutafidis in under a little bit of pressure, but he goes back, gathers, tries to get it towards Bradley. Spawn gets his left foot to it, scrambles a kick towards half forward. Hogg beaten for it by Mercury. Mercedes, shot for goal, is there.
Great play by Mercury. Scholl beaten for it by Hills. O'Donnell. Back again he goes. This time Hill's hand pass is longer. O'Donnell follows play down. Lets one go from outside 50 and bounces it through. Second goal for Gary O'Donnell.
I think it's important that all of those things are done for the whole of the game, and that makes a good victory. Cransburg, well done. Here's a chance. Cransburg for goal number 3. He's got it. Well done. Recovery good. At 50 metres up towards the wing, but a good mark taken by Alessio over Madden. Alessio's kick in towards the centre. No mark. Picked off the pack by Cransburg. Little kick. James Hurd's got it. He'll run into an open goal and he'll kick a goal for Essendon.
Oh, back come the Bombers.
Second goal for Hurd.
Delaney. Kicker. who's been patchy today. Kransberg, who has a bandaged head. Carlton defence knitting together pretty well. Although a free kick has been plucked out here, it's going the way of Mercury. He wants kicking. Can't take the one-hander. An opportunity to goal here by Hurd. Can they come back? Mercury, Harvey again, wants Spawn, who could kick it from there. He's 45 out, directly in front. Here's the kick, straight through the middle. What a finish. The bounce is not a favourable one for Madden. It's taken by Alessio and hammered down towards Kickett. He was interfered with. Play goes on. Gives the hand pass to Delaney. A high floating kick in towards half forward. Harvey claimed. Ball spills free. Kransberg! They've hit the front. 3 quick goals. They're back in front.
Alessio takes it out of the centre bounce. Kicks it up to within goal scoring distance once again. Kransberg dispossessed by Sexton. Taken away by Harvey. Harvey. Shot to the goal front. Hurd's a chance.
It's going to bounce
through for a goal. It is a goal to Harvey.
What a goal. Look at the players as they hit for Mark Harvey.
Mackay, look out. Harvey's got you. No, the kick all right. Mark taken by Sexton. Blues are a chance now. Sexton's kick into the pocket. Kernahan.
Oh, he's marked it.
From behind in a passage of 4 players. He's pulled down a screamer. Oh, the captain. The siren has sounded. So this kick, he only has to score
to win.
And Mark Thompson calling all the Essendon players back onto the full back line.
Well, what a scene here at the MCG. The ball with the Carlton captain, and he has to score to win the game for the Blues. And he misses. It's out of bounds. It's a draw. Oh, no!
The thing that really stuck out in my mind, reflecting on the game, was that we had the game at the last minute. Like, they were in front fairly well and going into the last quarter and halfway through the last quarter. But then when we come back, we had the game. It was ours. And then we sort of turned the ball over at a critical stage, and the ball sort of come down to Kernahan, and I just thought it was over then, because I thought for sure he's going to get a score. But in the end, when I seen the ball sail out of bounds, I couldn't believe it. You know, it was an incredible feeling. One where you're happy on one side of your body, and you're sort of thinking, well, it could have been our game, and we missed it.
Monkhorst, and a free kick has been picked out of it, and it's going to young Rick Ollerenshaw, playing his first game for the season, and a 50-metre penalty, Ross.
Well, someone's obviously come across the mark. That's the only thing I can interpret it as.
Well, they're bluing down there. Yes. Michael Christian is going absolutely berserk to umpire David Howland, who was officiating today with umpire Brian Sheehan, but it's Ollerenshaw who should be able to level the scores in the first minute, and he kicks a goal. So Collingwood fans not happy with that.
Monkhorst had the height. Wright has the pace at the back. On his hammer is Sean Denham. He's also quick. So too Mercury. Still going. Alessio, the big man, does well from 60 metres. The pass is a good one. Salmon or Kransberg, he could have taken his choice. Salmon hasn't. Leading goal kicker at Windy Hill last year. 59 goals. He has 391 in his career. He now has 392.
Kick away, goes back towards the wing, coming from McGuan. Grenvold for Hills. Hills has got to deliver this well. He kicks it to the front of the goals, looks for Salmon. Oh, that's got to be a free kick. Umpire Paul Salmon with his eyes on the ball, and the Collingwood player running back straight at the player. Essendon coming back slowly in the last few minutes. Salmon from 35 metres. The kick is close. He likes it. and the goal umpire likes it. He's between left half-back and centre wing. Kicks it in towards the half-forward area where Alessio, he's having an influence. Long hand pass. Kransberg on his unpreferred foot, but he does well with the right. Kicks it into the pocket. Salmon, out comes right. Both players miss it. James Hird, very talented young player, hooks the kick to the front of the goals. And high! O'Donnell takes a good mark. So O'Donnell, who's pretty accurate in general field play with his kicking, is accurate with his goal kicking.
Sanford now, the juggling act. Danaher somehow gets through heavy traffic. It was Chris Danaher to the half-forward line. A strong mark taken by James Hird. Essendon down towards full forward. Salmon, one hand. He recovers. He's still going, Paul Salmon. He shoots, and he's kicked a mighty goal. Kick it at the back. To Spawn, who runs around full back. Spawn clears to the half-back line. Bombers wanting the next one as the kick goes up towards centre wing from Joe Mercedes. Clean bowls Morwood. At the back, Richardson gets a short kick, but straight onto the chest of James Hird. He could send them towards Salmon. One out, couldn't take it. Harvey off the ground, goes 10 metres.
Free kick to Harvey, Sandy.
He's coming back. And a bit of holding on. We'll see Mark Harvey, as Roscoe said, take the 35 metres out. Goals. His first for the day. The Bombers close the gap. Monkhorst beaten by Salmon. Buick rips into goal, and the Bombers come back.
Essendon have a chance to clear, but Jamie Turner making it difficult for them at left half-back. Now Kransberg. Chris Danaher with a little bit of space, not much, but he's able to scrounge a kick out of that up towards centre half forward. The punch goes back near the centre of the ground. O'Donnell's handball. Spawn, Wanganeen. Will he kick this one? Wanganeen will kick this one. That's better, Gavin.
Back in the middle. One by Monkhorst, but it's O'Donnell who pumps Essendon into attack once again. Another one before half-time, and it's set for a mighty clash in the second half. It's going to be excellent anyway. Spoon towards Spawn. 51 metres out. Kieran Spawn heads for goal! Yes! Hills on half-back. Drifts it into the centre. Sun could have been playing havoc there, but it's okay for Oller, and Shaw finds Mercedes inside 50 over the head of Mercury. Salmon at the back.
Chances Salmon has. He's kicking. I think he kicked 3 goals from his first 3 kicks, but since then,
kick
over the mark. Yep. But Kevin Sheedy's changed his mind. Harvey was running over to come off the ground. He's staying on at the moment.
Into the square, Alessio. It's going to have to go back.
The umpire hadn't settled the mark yet.
No.
the umpire was busy lecturing Glenn Sanford.
Was given the primer and told that. Goal. His target was Watson, intercepted by Harvey. Now Mercedes. Over the middle once again. Mercury on to kick it. Kick it from 60 metres. Elects to take the hand pass. Gives it to his teammate in Hird, who's kicked the goal, and the Bombers are back in business. Harvey over the top to Thompson. Off to kick it. He's caught. The ball spills free. He goes in again and twists his way out of trouble to O'Donnell. A better looking pass. Meant for Alessio. With him is Richardson. Alessio soccers off the ground, but straight to Pert. And again, the Pies are out of trouble.
A brilliant football by Pert. He backed his chances there. Brown's handball too big. Still some mistakes. Kickett's handball. They're fierce, but they're effective. Essendon. Salmon's got it. He's got to be paid that. He kicks for goal, and he puts it through for his 4th goal. No mark taken. Kick off the ground. Back out there by Chris Danaher. Now Mercedes gets it to Spawn. Spawn's kick is high.
Not much direction about that. Sets it up for the Collingwood defenders. Morwood. Christian has the football. Buick still there. No. Now the advantage is with Essendon. I don't believe this. Oliver and Shaw get a goal, but gee whiz.
Back in the middle they come. Masidi. Long and low, in towards half forward. Oh, and a good mark taken by Salmon.
Well, purpose deceived there, Sandy. He thought Brown was going to come through in front.
40 metres directly in front. Looks pretty good. Straight through the middle. The Bombers won't lie down yet.
But gee, he was fierce with his aggression at the football, giving away a free kick in the finish. Wanganeen into the centre. Grenville, player on his own. That right half forward is Hurd. He could race in. Handball over the top. Essendon still a chance. Harvey shot for goal. Well done, Mark Harvey. It's a goal.
Ball eventually spills free. They want them like lightning, these goals now, the Bombers. The opportunities with Masidi. It's a long kick from Joe Masidi and it's a goal. 3 goals the difference. Masidi gets his first.
See, whenever you play Collingwood, you're going to get a big crowd. And that day there was a huge crowd there. I was probably up around 75,000 people, and I think it'd been the biggest crowd that the young players have played to. And sort of lost a couple of games, and I think probably the players that had been beaten by Collingwood in the 1990 grand final really work up to playing Collingwood, and I think that probably we went into the game a bit over the top. Because I can remember it just like it was yesterday, and they jumped us over 5 or 6 goals before we put a score on the board, and in the end the result had been 5 or 6 goals. So if we had started better, we were with them for the rest of the game. But that's sort of things you got to learn from. Your approach to the game is critical, and I think sort of that day we didn't really handle it the right way.
After 3 rounds, Essendon looked like a team trying to rebuild, with 2 losses and 1 draw to its name.
Well, again, you play well, you haven't won a game, of course you're going to worry, and play 3, got no points, or 2 points, no wins. It is a worry, but like Sheeds is the purest optimist. He never thinks you can go into a battle and lose, and he always thinks win, win, win. You got to go, you got a chance. And while he's coaching the club, you got no problems. You're always going to be a chance. And I don't. To be sort of 3 down, he just comes in on the Monday and says, "Right, clear that from your mind, boys. We're getting on to the next one."
The man is on it. 2 hands on it, Salmon. Ooh, shit. Anyway, Salmon will kick the goal. No doubt about that.
Gee, 3 gimmies to Salmon. It does well. Spins out of trouble and kicks it into the centre of the ground where Oller Shaw shares it with Masidi. Masidi now 29 kicks and 4 hand passes. And Wanganeen has marked well within scoring distance and gives it back to the young fellow Masidi.
Sort of always knew that and confident that we could win the Sydney game, and I think just that factor alone that we knew we could win it, we just went out there and did it, and we were real hungry for it, and we just didn't want to win it, we wanted to win it well, and unfortunately we got Bucky the sack, didn't we? Bucky, no, it was his last game he coached.
Tackled by Cameron just a little bit too late. Loose ball at half forward. Plain got one on the back, but the whistle had already gone.
Free kick to Hurd.
And with the breeze, be interesting, Robbo, to see if he can get this.
He should be able to make the distance from there.
He's given it a decent old sort of a roost and has got the goal.
Grenville kicking long out towards the wing, and a good mark taken out there by Mercury, who continues to impress. Mark Mercury in the Essendon lineup. Lovely long kick with the aid of the breeze, goes well into the centre half forward region. Plain, beautiful play, Plain. Ordinary kick, but it might bounce through for a goal. A little confused, aren't they, the Bombers? Hand pass for Thompson. Essendon player down.
Wanganeen
Liberatore's going to get reported, I think. Umpire's got his book out.
Yes, Reynolds kicks in again. Evan from behind. Oh, gee, that's a great mark. Brought in by Hurd. Gets it quickly away to his teammate down there in Masiti. Kick it. Here's a chance for Spawn. Running into an open goal. And has put it through for White and the goal umpire. 4 points.
Pretty well, too. Handball away for Hunter. Hunter's high kick. Simons judges it better than everyone else and takes an uncontested mark.
Simon from left half forward. Kicking half from goal. Alessio trying to get front position. Does so. Hunter will he go off the ground to try to rush it through. Couldn't do so. Alessio, a quick kick and scores a goal.
Buick and Stephen Wallace. Buick with the pace, but Wallace with the persistency. Forces Buick to kick with the left foot. Kick it, can't mark. Recovers quite nicely, but then his kick too high there for Plain.
He's trouble.
Tui couldn't mark. Plain, the crumb gatherer. Handball over the top. Essendon goal for Shaw through Hurd.
Back live, Salmon takes the mark almost at midfield. Hills back to Mercury, who gave the hand pass in the first place. Kransberg and Reynolds. Kransberg first to recover, onto the left foot. Snapshot is good! Great goal! Position number 2 in the March draft. The Brownlow medalist in front, couldn't take the mark. That's Wine. Thompson, quick kick. Free kick on the shoulder, says the umpire. Salmon from 35 metres directly in front. Breeze is the only factor here. Goal umpire does not move.
Good kick, one.
Ruckman go at it again. Wine will go for the boundary line. Has Salmon won a free kick? Bernie, was there really anything in that?
May have been on the shoulder of Salmon, that's the only thing.
Just nothing in it.
All right. Salmon for his second, but Essendon's first goal in the third quarter. Goal umpire moves across and indicates 4 points.
Essendon defence under enormous pressure. Harvey's able to gather the ball and kick it back towards centre half forward, where the mark is taken by Salmon. And some ironical cheers coming.
Yeah, that's a bit unfair.
Well, he's taken 7 marks.
Gee, what do you got to do?
Paul Salmon is 60 metres from goal. Kicks it in towards the pocket where Bradley Plain takes an uncontested chest mark, to which Bradley Plain is kicking now. Essendon 8-10. Plain could make it 9-10. And it's a good kick by Plain. It's a goal.
I don't know. A strange one, Pete.
Maybe he deserved the free kick anyway. Back to Grenville.
I thought it was a trip.
Good mark to Kransberg. Away goes Spawn. Oh, Essendon breaking down at full forward or across the half forward line. Wine up high. Wanganeen was playing at full back at one stage during the match. Plain tries to get back quickly. He'll kick it off the ground if he gets a chance. He's done that and put it through for a goal. Danaher. O'Donnell. Look to give a hand pass and then has to go with the kick up towards Kransberg at midfield. Darren Buick around Sexton. A little pass into half forward. Wanganeen at the back. Don't think it was directed at him initially. Marking contest in the goal square. Ridley offloaded. Good bump. Has a snapshot and has missed. No, he hasn't missed. He's put it through for a goal.
We really just didn't play that well. We fumbled. We missed a lot of easy shots for goal, and they were terrific. They were hard at the ball, and they just really outplayed us. Just that in a nutshell. They were really good that day. We were poor. No excuses. Just one of those days that happen sometimes in football. But you know, it was the same old deal. Sheedy said, just Monday night up at training, just forget about it. Just get on with the next one. You know, you can't sort of, you know, if you got hurt that badly from every loss you have in AFL football, you'd be a wreck, you know, because the way football's played these days, any side's got the capability of beating another.
Alessio, O'Donnell, snap over his shoulder. Salmon in the front has taken the mark. So Paul Salmon, first score of the day, shouldn't have any trouble converting, and he doesn't. The Bombers by a goal.
Goes through for a behind to Essendon.
Both centre bounces won easily by Essendon so far. Geelong will have to tighten up in the middle.
McGrath, short kick. Mark taken by Salmon.
There's no
Already
doubt.
having an influence, Jared, is Paul Salmon. Well, Salmon's a real chance to score from here, about 45 metres. What a magnificent kick by Salmon. It's a goal. 2 goals already.
O'Reilly, good long kick to the outer side. Hurd again. Went straight into Barnes. And by Peter Cameron not bothering to apply 50 metres. For 1 minute, I think there was one there. Salmon again.
This is my point, Peter. I don't think there is anybody in the Geelong combination that will stop this man if he's in full flight.
40 metres out directly in front. Salmon's kicked his third. Dream start to Essendon. Donald, little chip off the ground. Essendon should be able to get away with this. They will. Masiti at right half back. Kicks to Hills, who is also having Hurd having a fantastic season. Salmon. Darcy at the back of the pack. Salmon's already kicked 3 goals to Simons. Or did he get a push in the back? Yes. Peter Cameron doesn't miss those.
Here we see Simons shooting a goal.
Point blank range. Gets the goal.
Well, Harvey's backed himself, but Oleron Shaw was there. He's a promising young player. And Masidi, another youngster, into full forward mark. Alessio. Gee, the big guys are giving the Cats a huge run around so far in this match. Alessio from 40 metres. Good kick by Stephen Alessio. It's a goal.
Sometimes they're construed as throws. Not this time, though. Oleron Shaw from Masiti. Oh, that's a strong mark.
It's been a good battle so far, Peter. Hurd on top of Hinkley.
Hinckley's been quieted. That free kick played against him too. Barnes tried to punch it through. Mercury gets pinned. Buick in the goal square, snaps and gets it. It's a Bomber Blitz at the MCG.
At the present time, Geelong have got Gary Hocking in the centre of the ground by himself, which means it must be a loose Essendon player.
Kick towards Salmon, he's got it.
Denham on, and some of them off.
Great kick by Hurd to the front of the goals. Salmon has it about 30 metres out.
406 career goals. That's his 4th today. Hinkley. A little dummy. Here.
Simons will get him.
I think so.
Good chase by the kick. No, it was the Shepherd. No, it wasn't. It was the Geelong Shepherd on Simons.
But I didn't think there was anything in it, Pete. Bravo.
Simons kicks and gets the goal. His second.
They're having a great battle, Fletcher and Neal. Fletcher's got the footy. Handball clear for O'Donnell. In turn to Denham. And Denham's kick goes in towards centre half forward. A high leap by Barnes. Gatherers by Buick. Buick's kick to full forward. Bounce! For Salmon, and he gets the goal.
Thumping kick, Oleron Shaw, well tackled, and the ball spills free. Hurd, quick hand pass. Gary O'Donnell just off the edge of the centre square. Centering kick from him, and the best judgment of all shown by Darren Buick.
Oh, and the best judgment again, because I think he was looking to run on, Jared. What do you reckon?
Yes, he covered every aspect and angle there, brother.
Kick 1. He's now kicked 2.
Punched away, back towards the centre half back area. Fletcher was going for the hand pass, then the short kick for Wanganeen. Wanganeen, who's been a little quiet, he's kicking towards centre half forward. Salmon. Too tall and in a great posse in front of O'Reilly, with maybe only a goal separating the teams, and the 2 key forwards each with 6 goals. Salmon going for his 6th. Salmon has got his 6th.
Up towards Couch. Masiti beats him for it. Danaher. Oleron Shaw. Danaher again. Mercury. O'Donnell. Scott. Misses with the tackle. O'Donnell straight down the ground. Salmon the target. Buick roves it superbly. Runs into an open goal. Kicks and puts the Bombers back in front.
Rebounds back towards Hinkley, who's starting to have an influence on the back line. Starting attacks. Grenvold marks the Hinkley kick. He plays on. Kick in towards the centre. Effective. The mark is taken by Mercury. Looking to pass it off. Salmon leads. Now, that's good. That's really, really good. If it's going to happen down one end, it has to happen down the other end.
What you're saying, there's not much in it.
Well, there's not much in it. There's been a lot of soft free kicks all day. But Salmon has a chance to kick his 7th goal. And it's going to be pretty close. It's through for a goal. As umpire Russo will bounce. Salmon appealing. And umpire Russo. And Essendon obviously having the better of the centre bounces. Ruck contest. Oh, that was too easy. Mercury.
Somerville. Pickering tries to barge through. It's Joe Masiti. Masiti up towards Salmon, who marks directly in front. This is a treat. Salmon at one end, Ablett at the other. He's kicked 7. 7-4 to be precise. He's kicked 8-4 now. What a game at the MCG. Greenwald comes out with it, high kick, only travels about 30 metres. Salmon, McGrath, kick it. We look for a hand pass. Hills, right on 50, long shot. Will it get there? It's cleared. I think the line. Yes, sir, it's a goal.
Yes, and Paul Salmon, I just kept an eye on him chasing there. He's got 2 gears at the present time, and he certainly is hobbling. And notice Adrian Hickmott back on the ground.
Grenvold's kicking towards full forward, looking for Salmon. Yes, he does well, does very well, does extremely well. Magnificent stuff by Salmon.
Grenvold, a bad kick. Grenvold would almost be within kicking distance. Salmon calling for it, and quickly puts it out in front for the big fish. Now Salmon brushes his way through and will get a free kick. It's about the most sensible comment of the lot, I think. Salmon's kicked a goal.
Well done, Somerville. Simon's little kick, good for Buick. Oh, Buick looking to play on.
And a bob each way there, I thought. Yes.
Buick's shot is pretty good. It's a goal. Back from Masidi. His kick to half forward. No mark taken. Good tap on. Grenvold. Bounce. Awkward. Kicks to the goal square. And puts it through. Essendon in front. Forced to kick with that left foot. Not bad. Looks for Hickmott. Oh, Wanganeen! What a spicky! Looks as though he's going to go for a drop punt this time.
Won't quite make the distance. Essendon mark to Alessio. Only 4 minutes left. And kicks a goal. His second.
Couch gathers. Handballs. O'Donnell gathers. O'Donnell kicks a score. What is it? It's a goal.
It was one of the most remarkable games I played in because I was about 25 yards away from Gary Ablett, and we sort of, I believe we outplayed them for the day, yet they were still in the contest because of Gary Ablett. And every time the ball come down, I tried to get near it and I just couldn't. He stole the ball every time, you know. It was just one of the most fascinating games to play in. And his performance was just remarkable, and my ratings of him as a player after that game were just the best player I've ever seen, no doubt about it, because there were a couple of times I tried to get the ball off him and tried to punch the ball. I was punch his hands, he'd still take the mark, or if the ball hit the deck, he was first on the ground, picking it up, snapping it over the goal, and you've just sort of hit the ground. It was just, it was awesome, really, and you know, we fished up the other end, kicked 10. It wasn't a half bad effort either, and I think that it was close at the end, and we stole the points, and very lucky to get out of it. Sheedy organised a practice game in Port Adelaide, and to play, they had a pretty full side. We had a team, probably 12 of our senior players played in the game, and we took a lot of younger players to give them a bit more experience and to have a look at them, and we won the game by about 4 goals. Had a good weekend, and it was good because we still did something for the weekend off.
Publicly, Sheedy was reserved about his group of young players dubbed the Baby Bombers. Privately, he thought Essendon had the makings of a premiership team.
And they were just gaining momentum, those young players, just getting better and better. And as you sort of, as we're travelling in the season, you could sort of feel that these players can achieve anything, you know. And actually, I think it was after this game, or it might have been after Geelong. We were up in the social club after the game, and Sheeds actually said to me, he said, on the side, he said, I think that you know, we've got a better team than a lot of people think we have. And I said, yeah, I think so too. I really did, you know. I thought that the young players we had were, you know, terrific and could achieve anything, but never thought they'd win the premiership.
Amidst the hype surrounding the Baby Bombers was the comeback of Essendon's first teenage champion, Tim Watson.
Things have changed a fair bit in the last 15 or 16 years, but actually I feel almost as toey as I did back then.
282 games after he first ran onto an AFL ground as the Baby Bomber at 15 years of age, Tim Watson will do it again tomorrow. No longer a schoolboy by a long way, 31-year-old Watson was busy today picking samples for his Masashi fashion sportswear range, an offshoot of his health food company. But it is action like this that Essendon fans thought was a thing of the past.
Great play by Tim Watson. That's the sort of thing he can do. And he shoots it towards goal.
The question now, is it still?
Coming back for the first time, there's going to be nervousness there, but it's not a real pressure thing about having to live up to other people's expectations.
The man who talked him into returning, Coach Kevin Sheedy, told Watson early in the week it was time to get back in with the big boys.
And he said, look, I think you're just about ready to go the next step now. You know, how do you feel about it? And yeah, my training's been pretty good. And I suppose, you know, I felt that it was time.
And despite many of the current young players worshipping Watson as youngsters, there's no place for solemn respect in the dressing room.
These young blokes we got, they're that cocky and confident. They were calling Mr. Watson and joking with him, and he had to sort it out for himself. I wasn't going to give him any help. He doesn't need my help, and Timmy. It is funny, isn't it, when you think about these kids and having his number on the back. I'm glad he has to deal with it and not me. I'm glad I'm not that old.
Second grab, it's been paid. Short kick in towards full forward. Buick drops what he should have taken. 50 metres from the Essendon goal. Buick harassed by Lee. Ball close to the boundary line. Still Buick trying to make up for that drop mark. Chance now for Denham. Denham snapshots a goal. Ball gets clear to Mercedes. Mercedes quick kick up towards full forward. Reading it a little bit better than his opponent there was Scott Lee. Tackled by Buick. Wide. Play on, says the umpire. Essendon a chance. Hurd. He's got the football. Tackled by Smart. Must be penalised. He's not. He's getting a free kick.
Too high by Smart.
Hurd shoots for goal. And he kicks Essendon's second goal.
Slow to get going out of the mud. To the half-forward line. His target was Hurd, who's booted two. And he's a very talented player. Towards full forward. At the back, McCurry. Fletcher. Oh, lacks of fortune. Oleranshaw gets it away to Thompson. They're out of trouble once again. Harvey chip to centre wing and O'Donnell. Gary O'Donnell. Somerville saying, go my boy. So he bounced his way across the centre. In towards half forward. Hurd's his target. Over the back it goes. Smart towards the boundary line. And it's as subtle as walking on hot coals. But it's over the line and safety, Robbo. Well, that could prove very costly, could it not? McCurry's kick. Oh! It did prove very costly. Buick towards half forward. Long, who is determined to keep his hands to himself. Gives it to Mercedes. Down towards Hurd. Gets a bad bounce. So did Scott Lee. O'Brien's caught. Ball spills free. Into the centre it goes. Now a chance for O'Donnell. Short little chip is good and he finds a Buick. Long ignored. Well, it's a lovely kick. It's a lovely kick. O'Donnell hasn't held. Tregenza doing the tackling. Oh, that's magnificent play from James Hurd. He gets his third. On centre wing. Bryden, they call him. Groom. Here's a chance for the Bombers to go forward through Hills and hoist it up to half forward, and Kickett takes the mark. 55 metres he'll have to do. Oh, look at that. Look at that for a kick. Thank you, he says. We'll go back to the centre.
Gather, dispossessed. Long, just knocks his opponent away. Kick it again. And just as Adelaide were making a bit of a charge, Derek will kick it. Derek Kickett goes for goal and bangs it through.
He worried on, he worried. Grenvold down to half forward for the Bombers. Long couldn't take it. Thrown out the back. Long, 40 metres. Caught, Kickett, no, 3 in 3 minutes. Yes! Shaw. Oh, clever play. In towards Kickett. Almost cut one high. Bickley. Great smother by Derek Kickett. McCurry at the bottom. Oh, look at the aggression of Kickett.
Yes, I agree with that. Actually, I do agree with that.
Too aggressive. Watson across half-back has been very, very solid. Let's go with the talk. Loves that. Simons. Quickly in towards half-forward. At the back, Hurd. Oh, here's trouble. McCurry from 60 metres into a vacant square. Which way will it bounce? Straight through the middle.
Now McDermott. Patterson may make amends. Kicks with that left foot. High, awkward. Oh, great mark, Watson. And bounces away like a cat. And thumps it 50 metres.
Grenvold waiting down. His hand pass was met for McCurry. Eventually that player does take advantage of it. Long on the outer side. Just a deft little chip to Buick, who should go. 30 metres. He's kicked it.
In goes McCurry. Ducks past McDermott. Well done. Kicking towards half forward. No mark taken. Streaming through Buick. Doesn't miss these very often. Does not miss it.
11th possession for Sean Denham, who spent time on the bench. To half forward, and an uncontested mark taken by Michael Simons. Simons kick in towards Buick again. He likes to run on. Will he kick this one from 35 metres? Yes! Oh! The Bombers are hot. Greg Anderson takes the mark, kicks back to half forward. Oh, Thompson over the top. They haven't had one bad player in defence today, Essendon.
Hurd running for it. Ben Hart, now Denham. Unselfishly for Simons.
Oops.
Denham does well. Denham kicks a goal. To win the game is going to be impossible, so just make sure that we see the game right out. Kick in by Ben Hart, rebounds, Grenvold, Shaw kicks the goal. First goal to the ex-Keeler boy, Rick Shaw.
By week we're just obtaining victories and good solid performances. This Adelaide game, I think they threw the challenge to us that day and we just answered it. It was just all professional. I think you look at the players who are in the best players, it's Wangers and Harvey and Fletcher and these sort of Herds, and it was just Mercedes still getting the ball, and Watson had come back, and everything was sort of just falling into place for us. And just that time of the year, when you just keep sort of edging at it and just having solid performances was exactly what we needed at the time.
Alessio in front, can't take the mark. Denham gets clear, chips it out in front. Kickett should mark and does. Plays on. Shot at goal, looks pretty good. We'll have to wait on the goal umpire this time. It's a goal.
Peter, I just get the feeling the ball going a little bit further down that right-hand end.
Well, Thompson chips in to take the mark, so a chance again for Essendon.
Player on his own in the pocket was Hurd. was a good kick by Thompson. He spotted him well in advance.
It sets it up just beautifully here for Essendon.
Well, Hurd shot for goal, and he's done it quite nicely.
Mark Roberts kicked a beauty for North Melbourne at the other end with a spiral punt last week. That hasn't come off the boot too well. No mark taken in the goal square. Shaw snap and gets the goal.
Here's a chance for Mercury. Lovely weighted hand pass. Wanganeen shrugs the tackle. He was determined. They're kicking towards half forward. Hurd. He's probably a little bit closer to the centre than at half forward. Now he kicks it in towards full forward. Marking contest. Up goes Alessio. Punched away by that Fitzroy defence. Mercedes over the top. Shaw's a chance. Goes for goal. Ricky Shaw. And he's put it through. He's kicked his second. Salmon being beaten in the last few centre contests by Manson. Forcing the ball forward now. Buick away for Simons. Simons from 40 metres gets a goal for the Bombers.
Mark Mercury. Is there time for another score? Probably just. Alessio. Buick tries to drag his opponent and get 50. It didn't work that way, but Buick takes the pass. Michael Longi, they've got to get more out of him. 30 seconds remaining before half-time.
Enigmatic player, isn't he?
He can lift the
produce
side.
a magnificent.
True. Which is what he's done here, I think. It's a goal. Forward pocket. Alessio gets the front position. Get him to O'Donnell. Across the goal. Salmon. Good chest mark.
I was only waiting for that, Peter.
Glad I didn't let you down. Salmon goes for goal. Right start, second half for the Bombers.
The free is going to O'Donnell.
It was a high decision. You're right, Robbo, the first time.
And I like to see this guy kick it because he does kick it quite nicely. And that's no exception. He's put it on Salmon's chest, 50 metres from goal. There's no one home in the square. They're getting back there now. Ruse and Hurd. Hurd leading, but no space there. Yes, there is now. Salmon goes for him. Good kick too. Punched away by Ruse.
Too high.
Fitzroy clear, but a free kick to James Hurd.
Noticing that Hurd was on that lead, he gave him 5 to 6 metres before he made an effort to move.
Good kick by Hurd.
Just a bit of time at the moment to bring Lynch up into the action a bit, Robbo. Get him into it.
Taxman up high. Hurd. A quick kick. Watson.
50 metres.
To the ground. That has to be 50.
Oh, dear me. What a terrible mistake.
This will put him right on the goal line and a certain goal to Essendon. Well, I don't think there's too much doubt it travelled the required distance. And there's a slinging from Marcus Sukan.
To goal.
Up towards half forward. No mark taken. Simons. Good gather. Watson. Hills. Over the top. Long has got to kick a goal here. No, he goes short. And a pretty good selection. Paul Salmon. Badly needed goal for Essendon. And he does it very well.
Kick from left half back to a crowded centre wing position. And Hurd. Good pair of hands. Clean grab. O'Donnell goes goalwards. Where's the fish? There he is. Great chest mark. And let's stay with Salmon. Can he make it his third? Go on pass as he can.
Hills, Denham, runs and then kicks in the Hurd direction, and Hurd marks. Hand pass into the path of Thompson. Thompson's little kick, looks for Salmon, punched away. Watson, what can Timmy Watson do? He can kick a goal. Second goal to Watson.
Play on. Long. Around Zanotti. Centering kick. Not well delivered. Watson, who's kicked two. Harvey, outside 50. Can he kick one from there? Over the top of the hand pass to Mercedes. Has to get onto his right foot. Turns, kicks and goes, and the score's a level. It bounces it up towards the edge of the square. Kick it. Back on for the Bombers. Haven't seen too much of him tonight. They need more out of him. Grenvold kicks to half forward. Hurd, yes! He's taken the mark.
Well, that's a great mark, wasn't it, Robbo? Yeah. He is an extremely promising player, James Hurd.
Salmon.
Salmon has the shot for goal, a chance to kick his fourth.
He's kicked 3-2 so far. Salmon kicks, and the Bombers have finally hit the front. Guard in front. Danaher at the back, past Gale. Mercury, quick hand pass. Snapshot by Masiti. Here's a goal! Can't get a clean possession. Dunstan almost gives it, in fact has given it to Denham. Straight down the middle from Denham. Salmon tries to scoop it up. Hurd again flips it out. This time to Watson. Runs into goal and puts it through. The difference is 2 points. We'll bring the ball back. Favours the member stand side. Danaher gets in front. O'Donnell out to Long, who can run. Guard in pursuit. Good long kick. Kick it at the back. Can't take it. Seacamp. Watson. Was he held?
He was. The umpire saw it. Was there enough in that?
Well, he did a free kick.
He did grab the Guernsey. I think the umpire had to pay it.
Experience for Watson, who gets the goal.
Back goes Simons. Gets past. Little hand pass. Shares it with Anthony Danaher. Simons, player on his own. Buick runs into an open goal from 50 metres. Darren Buick has kicked a good goal for the Bombers. I was nearly going to say Bernie the sealer.
Important goal, as Bernie said, for the Bombers. Is it enough? Ollerenshaw from Masiti. Kick it! Who's done little all night. But what a match this has been. Draw would be a good result. We're not going to get that. It's a goal.
Won't make any difference.
Don't think so, Robbo. You're right. I think he's kicked the goal. He has. The thing is, though, there's only 1 second left. And, in fact, the siren is gone. Essendon has won a thriller in front of over 50,000 fans by 4 points. 19-15 was the Bombers' final score. And you'd think they'd won a grand final. It was deserving of one, though.
Good night for footy. There was 55,000 there. Actually, Paul Roos at state training said that he'd never played in a home and away game with so many people there, and so that they sort of must have felt the people were there. And for us, it was just really just another game because we played to 70 and 80,000 people in home and away games, but it was a good game. And I think up until half time it was very, very tight. And there was a lot of tackles, hard tackles, and Old Shorey, he loves to beat Essendon and really goes for it, and Sheed sort of hits back just as hard, and it's not just the players, it's the coaches and everyone sort of involved when we play Fitzroy.
One man who didn't play the Lions was talented fullback Dustin Fletcher. He sent the football world into a spin by choosing Essendon Grammar over the Bombers.
It certainly was far removed from the glamour of AFL football, but for Dustin Fletcher, loyalty to his school and his mates took priority this afternoon as Essendon Grammar lined up against Ivanhoe Grammar.
Shepherd hard and tackle, and let's have a good win.
And even though the crowd was a fair bit smaller than he would have faced at the MCG tonight, there was still plenty at stake for Dustin Fletcher, and his side answered the challenge, building up a big lead early on. With Blues assistant coach Cole Kinnear amongst the interested onlookers, by the time the main break came around, the difference was 43 points. It hadn't changed much at the final siren. It had become 42, 13-16 to 8-4.
We're hard coach, we play to win. We hate to lose, we don't give in. We hate to lose, we won't give in.
And that left Dustin thinking that he'd made the right decision.
Yeah, it's a good start for the team. It was sort of a hard decision to make both ways with Essendon. Been a great team and great sort of club, but hopefully work out tonight to see Essendon have a win tonight.
Hall was his target. Condon's left-hand handball missed its target. Denham with some pace. Found some space in the end. The left foot kicked the centre half forward. Front spot was Cooper. Not paid. Buick clever. Rode it beautifully. The handball. Watson will it set. It does. Timmy to go for goal. Drop punt. This will bring the stand down. Oh, won't the Bomber fans love that?
Given a job in Essendon's defence, but he's down the other end of the ground and already causing a problem for the Hawks. The kick to half forward. Hurd. Knocked forward by Ben Allen. Was Buick held, but he didn't have it. And that's the way the umpire sees it. Buick to receive the free kick outside 50.
He kicks in towards full forward. Salmon in front, takes the mark.
And he will be kicking from about 35 metres.
Well, he should kick this. He's usually a very reliable kick for goal, and this is no exception.
2 early goals. Lawrence and Somerville. Somerville again, O'Donnell for the second time. 2 half forward. Jenke leading long with pace. Gets in front, taps it on cleverly to Hurd. Slipped. Chris Danaher. Very good play because he's running against it. Mercury to kick the third. Bang, another. CT, kick it. It was a hot one, put him under pressure. Had to kick before he really looked. Taylor makes a mistake. Hurd should make him pay for it. He should go to Mercury, and Mercury should kick a goal. Runs in, lines them up, and delivers. And Collins out there as well. Good take, Gowers. Wallace puts the tackle on. Wanganeen with great courage. So is Nugent, by the way. Wallace runs through Jarman. It would have hurt.
That was good body work, Chris, by doing Wallace.
Back goes Thompson. Handball away, Mercedes. Short kick, wide for Denham. Boundary line close. Denham, Hudson. Denham shrugs the tackle. Well done. Short kick. Too short. Condon goes too early. O'Donnell working well. Away for Watson. Watson's in the centre of the ground. He kicked the first goal of the game. His kick's in short. The mark is taken by Jenke. Oh, James Hurd's read it beautifully. He smothered it. And the kick goes up towards the forward pocket. Salmon off the ground. Well done, Salmon. Brilliant.
Well done, Hurd.
Eventually it's Grenvold who helps out. Grenvold's kick goes wide, close to the boundary line. Denham, he's picking up on quite a few possessions. 15 now, and the short pass finds Watson. Watson on centre wing. Hurd providing the lead. Watson goes in that direction. A high kick. Jenke at the back, but Hurd marks. And marks very well.
He's a good player, Robbo, this boy, and there's 50 metres.
Well, it gives Hurd the chance to kick a goal, and he does just that.
Gee, Somerville was a bit stiff not to get one there. Buick comes away. Bouncing the ball, Crawford in hot pursuit. Buick tries to centre it. Hurd now his target. Collins at the back. Oh, great mark. He's playing a wonderful game, Hurd. Essendon will be disappointed because they had the edge early and surrendered it very late. And Kevin Sheedy is going out and it's saying to the umpires, there are 20 free kicks to Hawthorn and 9 to us, fellows. What about that? Half-time, it's 7-8 to 6-10.
In comes Hurd. Leaves it for Delaney. Delaney's short kick. Not too bad. Long. Drops it. Should have marked that. He's caught. Handball away. Kickett in trouble. And still in trouble. Derek Kickett has the football. He's pushed in the back. And the Essendon fans have had the impact that they desired. They've got a free kick in their favour and Johnny Russo's popular.
Well, maybe Kevin Sheedy had a bit of impact when the umpires were coming off the bench, off the ground at half-time.
Well, he's a very big chance here to kick a goal. He's going to have to kick it 50 metres plus. Oh, he does it very nicely. It's a good kick. Oh, little pass off to Mercury. Mercury's kick in towards half forward. The rush is on here. Kickett picks it up. Slips a beautiful handball for Denham. Denham's kick out into the path of O'Donnell. O'Donnell's short kick. The mark is taken by Hurd.
Centre wing the kick. Hurd the target. Oh. Well, he's taken over, I think, from Hudson as the outstanding forward in the match so far with his third quarter effort. Goes up to Kickett. Terrific kick. Kickett and Cooper. Turns him inside out, Kickett. Cooper's with him, though. Still with him. Oh, keeps with him. Kickett goes with a bounce. Then centres it to Mercury. An important ball. A great mark.
What a grab, Bruce. What a grab. In all sorts of trouble, Derek Kickett. Andy Collins.
He's kicked 2 goals, Mercury. This is a pretty important one from 50. Drop punt. Oh, it's a great kick. Another one. Oh, these baby bombers know how to kick a goal, don't they? They go again. Lawrence and Somerville. Hawthorn push it forward. Wanganeen gets hold of it. Handballs over to Chris Danaher. Chris Danaher's got time to measure the kick to centre half forward. Hurd and Jenke. Hurd again. Oh, he's turning Ray Jenke inside out here.
And Jenke, well, he's a troubleshooter, isn't he? He's normally put on the troublesome player in the opposition side's forward line.
Gee, Hurd's given that a great ride. What a goal. Gives off a little handball to Harvey. They've been heroic over the years, haven't they, Watson and Harvey? And so's this man, Thompson. Holds up the handball, then a slow one in the end. Denham's got pace, but he'll get run down, gets his kick. Not so effective, though. Ben Allen got a bad bounce, a cruel bounce. Buick, well done. Denham leaves it for O'Donnell. They should set something up. Oh, they've made a mess of it. Back to Denham. Denham rushing the kick. Buick. Fortunate, I feel. Well, Buick, low drop punt. It's a goal. Gowers won that tap away. Here's Simons leading. Ayres with him. Simons' handball. Mercury sidesteps. Handball to Delaney. Tapped it on hurriedly to Somerville. Back to Simons from 60 metres out. Simons goes towards Salmon. Salmon and Langford. Langford hanging on, I reckon. Salmon takes a terrific mark.
Great mark there by Paul Salmon. A bit of attention there from Chris Langford, and maybe the 50 metres, yes, which the umpire has let go. So it's good to see at least they're stamping down on it.
3 goals to Salmon.
Delaney makes it difficult for him. Collins has got it. No, Delaney's got it. Gee, what a turnover that was. Delaney's kick, close to the boundary line. Hurd. Gowers. The kick marked by Kickett. Another goal here. Loves kicking a goal. Oh, does he ever. Still in the field of play. Kickett. Gives away ground. Back for Hurd. Hurd a hand pass. Simons. Caught. Gets rid of the ball and he's held after he got rid of it. Essendon lead by 20 points. Simons from only 30 metres. Oh, he does it very well. He's kicked the goal. Long's got some space. Combines now with Mercedes. Mercedes kick to centre-half forward. Oh, great mark! Magnificent stuff by Hurd. Away for Ben Allen. Ben Allen goes for goal. Dunstall at the back. Oh, great mark, Thompson!
Oh, excellent, wasn't it?
And he plays on quickly. No messing around. Wide for Harvey. In turn, Wanganeen. Taylor close. Wanganeen marks.
Gee, send him a
plays on.
Harvey missed Denham, but he should get it. Denham just gives it away in a hurry to Salmon. Salmon to Mercedes. Oh, this Essendon team's a good one. They go to Wanganeen.
And Mercedes was good with his vision there. Wanganeen's kick is effective. The mark is taken by Grinvold. Mercury making good position. And he will take the mark. Looking to play on. He's asked to play on by the umpire. No worries, there's a player in short. It's Michael Simons.
Mercury down with the cramp there too. He's played an enormous game, especially this second half.
Simons short, Salmon tall. Crawford gives away the free kick. 4 goals. It'd certainly be a workmanlike performance by him. Good kick. Good kick as a goal.
They're trying to get some lift. Grinvold's little handball to Wanganeen, who had Mercedes if he wanted him. Centres it. Hurd is the target. Oh, good mark, guys. Played on. Hurd goes for another one. Oh, James, you're a little champion, you are. Jimmy boy.
Taking a few precious seconds to kick the ball forward. Hurd takes another mark. That's his 10th. 24 possessions, 4 goals. I'm glad you're giving the votes, Bernie. Dean Wallace marks. Wallace's kick. Buick on the run. He loves it.
Ooh, very late there. I think there could be another kick for Buick. Yes, the umpire spotting that one.
Well, Buick, usually a good goal scorer. Gee, that's a good kick. Another goal.
We had some good contests in the 80s, you know, and really some of the real battles. And I was involved in them, and Harvey and Salmon, and O'Donnell was in a few of them. And of course the coach, he was heavily involved, and you don't have to worry that when we play Hawthorn, if these players had played through those years really, really not hate Hawthorn, have a huge respect for them and really want to do well to beat them. And they've given us our fair share of hidings, and it's vice versa. And the feeling, I can remember the game out at Waverley in the rooms, was just yelling, and all the committee, they all enjoy playing Hawthorn and beating them.
Stynes could have almost got a shove. O'Donnell gets a kick down towards Salmon, who's got the height. "25 metres out, almost directly in front. Salmon shoots and Salmon goals."
Kicks it towards half forward, but it's chopped off by Harvey. Harvey's high kick wide to the right half forward, and a good mark taken by James Hird. Very neat player, James Hird. Pass, awkward. Oh, it's a mark. Shot for goal. Looks pretty good. It's a goal.
Buick.
Stynes and Somerville. Somerville gets the tap out. Long. Now Wanganeen. Wanganeen from half back, closer to the wing. Kicks towards centre half forward. Simons, nearly beat before it by Gilbert. Gets the handball out the back. Bradley Plain and Cowell. Now Buick. Away for Plain. He should kick a goal, Bradley. Oh, it's close. It's a goal.
To go up towards centre wing, Wanganeen. As Robbo so aptly described him, the rubber band man. Well, this man's not far off it either. Long. Salmon. Couldn't take it. Buick, was he held? Goes to ground, gets it off to Plain. Plain's kick 1-1. Hand pass to Simons. 30 metres out, and he's kicked another one.
He's no good. There's something wrong with David Grenville too. He's holding his left arm.
Massini did well. Pumps it to half forward. Salmon at the back. The late flyer. Buick. 43 metres out. Short little chip. And he finds Michael Long. Long wants to go on with it.
And now David Grenville in the hands of the physio.
They've got Watson, who's not 100%. Here's the pass. It's good. So the Bombers having their injury problems. Salmon shoots for goal. Drop front looks pretty good. Essendon wanting a score bad. Buick. Now Simons bursts his way through. Where are the runners? Essendon trying desperately to get forward. Harvey. Longer kick. Penetrating Watson at the back. Couldn't take the mark. Plain, a fine smother. Bradley Plain keeps going. Gives it to O'Donnell. 20 metres out and he's kicked one. Todd Viney from the back pocket. Long kick to centre wing. Harvey the fly. Fine mark. Centering kick towards Simons.
Beautiful kick by Harvey. It had to be spot on, Sandy.
And it was. Salmon will be his target again. Oh, it goes over the top. Can he soccer it off the ground? Can Watson do it? Bombers come back. Lyon unable to mark. Buick at the back. Across the centre he goes. The target was Mercury. Harvey, 60 metres out. Oh, short to Watson. Back again to Harvey. What are they doing? Simons.
Free kick.
Well done by that young guy. He knew he was going to be tackled and he never took possession of the footy.
This is the payback.
No possible chance of getting rid of it.
Don't worry about it. I know you're upset, but let's watch Simons. They need a goal very, very badly.
And runs away around the boundary line. Kicks it high out towards the wing region, where a good mark is taken by Chris Danaher. Sweeping hand pass into the path of Harvey. Harvey's kick into the centre of the ground. Made good by O'Donnell, was excellent. Half volley was difficult. Then the hand pass for Wanganeen. Wanganeen towards full forward. Plain can't mark. At the back, Watson. He's got to kick it. This must go through for Essendon. It does. The very important centre breaks. Essendon get it. Denham, Long. High kick into the forward line. No mark taken. Robbins in trouble. Still there to be won. Oh, Plain will get another one for Essendon. 4 points the difference. Goes away for Robbins. Robbins short again. Viney will carry the football now for Melbourne up towards their half-forward area. Buick the tackler. Viney's got it. He's caught. You penalised? No.
Yes. Had plenty of time to get rid of that ball.
Well done, Buick.
We thought we'd probably beat them just by running out in the ground, and of course the same old theories. You think you've got the game before you start, you're in big trouble, and the day showed they were in front of us all day. They'd give us a hiding, and no excuses again. You sort of just one of those times where you don't have a good day, and that day I don't think we had that many winners all over the ground.
To Wanganeen, forward of half-back, kicks through the middle, Kickett's the target. What a superb mark.
Look at that. Terrific mark.
Slight disagreement. Grenvold kicks to half forward. Kickett roves the pack well. Quick hand pass. Masiti, Howard, Watson, inside 50. Should be able to score from there. 35 metres out, goes at goal and gets it.
Well, there's no leads forthcoming, so I think he'll just have to go long, but there's a short one eventually, finding Salmon.
He's on the same line, but closer to goal. This to increase the lead to 10 points if it's a goal. Good looking effort, great kick. Apart from the hair, this is O'Donnell. Wanganeen, nicely done. Thompson on the overlap, inside the 50, kick it in front. Oh, great mark, that's two of them this afternoon. And this is his place on the forward line. Unloads, massive towering kick. Oh!
Tries to get it out. Umpire says play on. Buick will do just that. A quick kick up towards half forward. Bounce beats everybody except Michael Long. Streams in a goal. He can kick one from there, Long. It's a beauty. Full points, Michael Long. He's done well, Tony Free. A real live wire for the Tigers this afternoon. Oh, great mark, Harvey. That required courage personified, that one.
Wouldn't be surprised if Gavin Wanganeen's not reported.
Playing, lost it. Calthorpe, a quick kick up towards the Bombers' forward line. Now Grenvold, yes, goes at goal and kicks a full-pointer.
Still a tie. Here's Long. Sweeping hand pass, Alessio. Gets by one tackler and is second. Feeds Long over the shoulder. Taken by Watson, 55 metres out from goal. Kicks it down towards Salmon. Strong tackle, Lennon. Got Watson down. Playing. Bounce about 35 metres out from Essendon's attacking goal. O'Donnell snaps. How will it bounce? Well enough.
Well, Lambert's off the ground. That's an interesting move, and Maxfield's come on.
Wanganeen, who could be on report, kicks it inside the 50. No mark held. Once again, Plain, who's suddenly bombing up everywhere. Another one.
Denham takes the mark at half-back. Bombers full of confidence now. Fletcher. Low raking kick. Perfectly pinpointed to Watson. Watson on right centre wing. Kicked a beautiful goal in the first quarter. Salmon at the back. Kickett gives him backup support. Taken high. He'll get a free kick.
Well, he drew the umpire's attention to it, didn't he? Kick it.
2 goals against his name. Might have 3. That's pretty close. He has got 3.
Managed to get a fist in there. Good effort by Campbell.
Salmon palms it out the back. Kickett's there with Plain. Snapshot. Oh, what a beauty! Tremendous goal by Derek Kickett. His 4th. Oh. A hand pass out the bottom. Schaefer slaps it back. Grenvold. Standing start, kick it to the goal square, kick it at the back, can't drag in the Specky, Long, taps it back beautifully for Plain, snap, in the goal! For Essendon, Plain kicks his 3rd.
O'Donnell wasting no time. Knights didn't like the decision. Goes looking for Thompson, great grab. Bomber Thompson. Short, Calthorpe. To increase the margin to 36 points. And the kick is good. Salmon gets a fist on it. Simons, all the time in the world. O'Donnell on the right side for him, and he puts it through.
Or Warmer, Harvey. Gee, he's been good today. Rock solid. Wanganeen. Good turn of speed. He needs it. Long. To ground. Around Wakeman.
Is he slippery? He's like an eel.
Round Herneman. On to Grenvold. Centering kick from him. Simon's in front. Has the ball punched clear. Watson. Terrible Timmy. What can he do? Beautiful kick. What a goal.
He's done well today, Fletcher.
And so is this fella, Thompson. Grenvold likewise.
Come on over the
short
top.
Centre wing. Oh, he had Plain on offer.
Good talking, Don.
And Simons has taken the mark. Didn't matter. Kickett, Lee's with him. Kickett gets back to get it to play. The two players that did the damage in the third quarter. His hand pass is a beauty on to Calthorpe, and Calthorpe goes.
Slung as he kicked, it goes very high. Buick wrestled out of it. Lee's got a fist on it, taken by Watson. Watson right on the 50. Oh, great vision. He saw Kickett out of the corner of his eye. So did everybody else eventually. It falls to Grenvold, who kicks a goal.
Harvey and Herman. Wanganeen, Thompson. Those two combining, and again Wanganeen running it well out of defence onto O'Donnell, who's good at either end of the ground. Buick started slowly, but certainly doing some damage in this final quarter. Beautiful pass to Plain. Of course, he did the damage in the third quarter. It turned the game around for Essendon. 30 metres out. He's got his fourth. Danaher thought about Masiti. Got it to him over the top to Buick.
Tony Free going off too as Calthorpe gets the ball across to Grenvold, and Lambert coming back on.
Running it all the way from defence. Centering kick out in front. No mark taken. Oh, O'Donnell, casual as you like, and has popped it through for a goal.
Gale and Salmon. Salmon at the second attempt. There he is again. O'Donnell is knocked up getting possessions. That's possession number 32 for him. Calthorpe, good tackle. Bond must be holding the ball. No, play goes on. Grenvold to Plain to goal.
Number 5.
Knocked it away, but straight to Masiti, who goes towards the pocket. Denham has it right on the 50, wants to play on and does. A centering kick. Can Plain mark this one? Lambert came over the top. Bond tackled by Kickett, picked up by Buick. No one went to him. He snaps a goal.
Time, we were very close to them. I think there was only a couple of points in it. Playing at Princes Park, everyone expected us to flog Richmond, and we weren't. And you know, I think our commitment at the ball in the first half wasn't there. Obviously wasn't there, because you know, we should have beaten them by a lot more, because we were in pretty good form. And you know, Richmond was sort of near the bottom of the ladder, so it wasn't sort of till half time when he gave us a real good rev up that you know, we decided to go about the business, and I think we ended up winning by 78 points. I don't think they touched the ball after half time. I knew where Sheeds was coming from that day. He was ranting and raving, the veins were popping in his neck, and nose was red. He was going for it, but you know, we deserved it. You know, and after half time, we really crunched them. Playing Brisbane, knowing that they're sort of down the bottom, but knowing they're a better team than what they were, but you still should beat them. You know, it's just the process of getting out there and doing it. And I think we played Richmond the week before, and we really didn't want to start the same way we started. So I think the players were switched on and professional enough to have the right attitude going out on the ground, and you know, we won fairly easy. So it's just a day's work.
Essendon's next match was against the team at the other end of the ladder, league leaders North Melbourne. A test for both the players and coach Kevin Sheedy, calling the shots in his 300th game.
Coaching's a very important part, and I think it's something that I would like to do eventually.
May 1979, and a sign of things to come. Kevin Sheedy announces his retirement as a player with Richmond. And what a player he was. Tough, cunning. Sheedy always gave as good as he got. 251 games for 3 premierships and a best and fairest in a career spanning 13 years. There's no doubt those qualities Sheedy had as a player were quickly transferred and utilised when he started coaching Essendon in 1981. Now, this Friday, he reaches another unique milestone, 300 games. That includes 9 final series for 2-day premierships and 4 night flags. As far as the 2 careers go, Sheedy says coaching is definitely the harder caper.
There's no doubt about that, because you play your game he played the other coach's game in his match committee and the 40 players out on the deck, so you're actually playing 50 people against each other.
At training, Sheedy is short and sharp with his players. He doesn't waste words. When he talks, the players listen.
Louder. Got to be heard in front of 50,000 people. I can hear you 10 yards away. Oh, let's get the thought right. Got to help your teammate between the ears. Run in and get the ball yourself, that one. Don't be a robot, OK? Ball sitting there and you're waiting for it. You wouldn't do that in a game.
On the track, he's just as cagey. Even the legendary team mascot, Phantom, had to play his cards close to his chest.
See what happens on Friday night, pal. Don't say too much. Lee's listening.
Old Barney.
Old Barney. Good player?
Oh, he's all right, Barney. Dirty with a bungle.
Over the years, Sheedy has knocked back countless offers to coach other teams, 3 from interstate, and several closer to home he wouldn't reveal. But when it came to the crunch, he couldn't leave Essendon.
My family probably think I'm reasonably silly not going, but it's all about the support and the structure that you have underneath you when you do make a move, and Essendon have always provided that.
Anyone close to Sheedy knows his passion for the game is insatiable. He believes people underestimate the power and importance of football to the community.
We're clearing 200,000 people every week now to the footy, and in this recession, really football's been the most positive thing that is really in this country at the present time.
As far as the future goes, Sheedy says he's delighted with the national competition and he wants to be around to enjoy it.
Harvey tried to steady the ship, he's got it. He chips it across, a chance for the Bombers here, Gary O'Donnell, but North Melbourne closing it up out there, not letting him run on with the ball. Gary O'Donnell will look for Salmon and Martin. Martin gets in front of Salmon. Bradley Payne roped it well. And the little forward pocket player on the left foot fires a goal. Great attempt by Payne. He's kicked it. Now he's going to bomb it in long, looking for Somerville. Somerville surrounded by North Melbourne players. Somerville, no mark. Oh, here's a chance. Payne. Oh, he kicks it. He's kicked a great goal, Bradley Payne. Beaten to it by Buick. Buick to Thompson. The chip pass, well done by Archer to spoil. Good play by Archer, still going on with it. The Bombers, though, as a lovely hand pass comes out the long into the pocket, and the mark has been taken by David Grenvold. David Grenvold kicks for goal. It starts to swing. It swings through for a goal. He should have actually given the handball to Mark Roberts.
Izzard to centre half forward, doesn't quite get that far. Salmon in the action again, good handball over by Masiti. Here's Buick, he normally kicks these, look at that. It's beautiful to watch. Crocker went to ground. Over the top was Simons. Now Grenvold with a chance to do something constructive. Left foot, Somerville in a wrestling match. One hand, a great grab. Did it touch the ground? It's a mark. But this would be a great start for Essendon. Would put them very much in the picture. Somerville's drop punt looks good. It's a goal. Gets rid of Hills. High drop punt. Carey's the target. Oh, great mark kick it.
Mark Thompson brings it in towards the pocket. The tall players are there. It's North Melbourne though over the back. Here's Simons. He's been impressive. Simons hooks it back in front of goal. A chance for the Bombers, and the mark has been taken by Gary O'Donnell. He should have really contested and punched it to ground or hooked it over the back. But here's Gary O'Donnell. 25 metres. He's kicked the goal.
Good play by Kickett. Thompson getting some touches. Long takes off. Charges to full forward. Somerville slip. They all went to ground. Simons with pace. Great grab. No free kick. Simons back to Izzard. Izzard centres to Simons or Plain. Plain's got it.
He was Essendon's first pick. Simons in the 91 national draft.
He's kicked 2, Plain. He's kicked 3. There's a goal the difference.
McAdam lays the ball off. Here's Rock. Rock chips it across. He's looking for a Sheko, but a great mark by Hills.
Sensational, courageous effort by Hills.
Tremendous mark by Paul Hills.
Kickett helped Watson out. Oh, clever. Well played. Izzard's quick kick. Simons in the front spot. Oh, what a mark.
What sort of quarter is he having?
Centre of the ground. Crocker went. Watson. 8th kick coming up. Little drop punt. That's better, Timmy. Lace out to Salmon. So the siren sounds and Salmon to bring Essendon within 2 points. It's a big kick. Drop punt, high. It's going, it's swerving, it's there, it's a goal. What a way to finish what has been one of the most memorable first halves of the season. Salmon, who's been wonderful. Hughes, high tackle. Calthorpe gets around. Centering kick. Important ball. Long, well done.
Courageous.
Oh, great mark against the flow. He's done some very good things. Left foot pass, very, very, very good. Masiti, 40 metres out. Drop punt. He's got it. They're in front. The Bombers lead. There's no question about that. 9 marks. Now Harvey.
Doing very well. Here's Mark Harvey. McAdam has been told by the runner to get up the ground. Oh, there's Long. Quick hand pass. Chance for the Bombers. Look at the tackle. Mark Harvey, though. Mark Thompson broke the tackle. Hand pass comes out towards Gary O'Donnell. In towards Payne. Here's the goal to the Bombers. Bradley Payne kicks goal number 4. By Thompson. This side, or Hills it was. On it comes to Danaher. Danaher into the pocket. Here's a chance for the Bombers. And the mark taken by Joe Masiti.
John Longmire's gone out of the game and also Wayne Carey out of the game.
Masiti has kicked 1. He kicks, and he's kicked it right through the middle for a goal.
Carey wants the free kick. Watson's high ball. It's for Long. Schwartz to put... great mark again, Long.
Denham. He's off and running. In towards half forward. And there's the big arms of Salmon. Paul Salmon, normally a pretty accurate kick. A high drop punt right through the middle for a goal.
Masiti's free kick. Squares it out wide. Izzard's got a panic. He'll go and give it to Kickett, I reckon. No, it goes in short to Long. Long's got Kickett out wide. Thompson gets around. High one. The target, Somerville. Big fly. Comes to ground. Plain caught. Couldn't say the ball. Off the ground by Simons. Rolling. Goal! Goal! The Bombers are in front.
That was a night game. We played very well. We wasted the ball in the third quarter. And really had a lot of the ball. Should have really sealed the game. Should have been 3 or 4 up at 3/4 time. And we weren't. We're probably only 2 goals up. And then Carey had his last quarter, won the game for North Melbourne. Really, to me, it was very disappointing that we because I was confident about going into the game and confident we could win, and to lose. And Dennis Pagan was here last year. We really wanted to beat Dennis too, because he'd sort of formed his club around our club a bit and used the same sort of style of play and all this sort of stuff. So it was just a real challenge for Sheeds, and I think he was probably disappointed he let Dennis beat him. But and I was just disappointed because we had a chance to win, and we didn't win, and we really wasted a good opportunity because I think we ended up out of the 6 after that game, and we were in 3rd, could have gone to number 1, but instead we lost, went back to 7th spot, and it was a bad loss.
Now it's Denham. At the Long. Michael Long. Dodging. Weaving. Gets in a hand pass. Round the corner, Ollerenshaw. Up towards Somerville. And Peter Somerville is marked. His dad wore the same number many years ago for Essendon. John Somerville. The late John Somerville. Now, here's his son Peter. Kicking a goal. It looks good. Yes, first goal of the game.
The punch down by Wallace to Ollerenshaw. It goes to Denham. He's been all right so far. This is a high ball to Salmon. Now he's a chance. Punch to the front. The handball over the top. Plain. Open goal. Third gave the handball.
But he's kicked it straight out to Hills. Hills looking for someone on the lead. He's found him in Peter Somerville. So for Essendon's sake, they could really do with this one. Right on 50. Normally a long kick. It's a high, floating, swinging kick. And it sneaks in for a goal. James Hurd.
Salmon on the ball.
Well, good move, I think. Oh, look at the mark. Simons.
Manfield's been taken off long and is picking up Denham to try and quieten that player.
Well, here's the kick in towards full forward. Simons. Another ripper. Gee, we've got a leg
to jump, isn't he?
Oh. Here's Ollerenshaw. He's been quite impressive. A quick kick. He found Simons having a great second turn, as he did. against North Melbourne. Now he's looking for Somerville and Kickett. So Kickett should wait at the back here because Somerville will get it down the ground. On the Kickett. Hand pass was excellent from Hurd and Kickett has slammed it through for a goal.
He's kicked to half-back flank. Go straight to Hills. Chance here for the Bombers. O'Donnell in further to Buick. He's a great goal scorer. He claps on the pace and goes thump.
So this is Ricky Ollerenshaw. Somerville's swooping at the back here. They can't get there, but oh, look at that. That's Simons. He is good over here. So Michael Simons a chance to put the Bombers in front by 6 points, or starting to swing back. Will it clear the pack? I think it's a goal. Just, yes.
Been a top player for the Eagles ever since they came into the comp. Free kick to Kickett. Sun in the eyes. Salmon low down, can't take the mark. Essendon free.
Played a throw, Drew.
Long kicking from about 45 metres. They need it. They've got it.
Weight work. Well played, Denham. He's been a good player. On the long. This is Michael Long here. Look up there for Salmon. Salmon at the back. Chipping across with Simons was good play. Now Hurd. Hurd steadies. And James Hurd, cool as a cucumber, puts it through. Great play.
Big climb by Somerville, but no mark. Off hands to Harding. Hoisted high, short of the goal square. Courage needed here. Oh! Wanganeen showed 100%.
Hurd again. Great play, James Hurd. In towards Wallace. Wallace has been brought onto the ground and moved to full forward. He's marked in front of Djokovic. Great play, Hurd. The Bombers, if he kicks this, will lead by 3 points. 45-degree angle. Dean Wallace lays back and slams it through. It's a goal.
Up towards Harvey. He's been doing that for 150 games.
He is the most courageous player playing in the AFL, in my opinion, Mark Harvey. Now, this is Bomber Thompson. In towards Kickett. Oh, look at that. I wonder if he'll go the big torpedo punt kick, Ross.
He likes to do that, doesn't he, Pete?
Yeah, I bet you he'll go that big talk. Let's have a look. He loves it from out there.
The air splitter.
And if he gets onto it, it'll clear the fence. He is a long kick.
Pete.
He's going, yes, he's going the top. Have a look at that kick. Oh, a ripper. A goal. You laughed.
Hardy might have won that. Hurd shrugs a tackler and kicks a freak goal.
Watson. Timmy Watson bombs it in long. He's looking down there for Wallace to take a mark. Wallace, he did a great mark. Use of the body, sensational, Dean Wallace. Chance for the Eagles now, but taken away by Fletcher. Big chance for the Bombers. This could be their last hurrah. As coming away with it is Hills. Now the racehorse, Buick, lead back himself in. On the left foot, he brings it to the half-forward line. Some pushing. Oh, great mark. Wallace. Now he's got to kick it quickly. Salmon has won out. He's got to kick it now while Salmon is there. He's got a chance. Salmon at the back. Oh, free kick, Salmon. He was held. Now, you're not going to believe this. We saw the look on the face of Kevin Sheedy. Paul Salmon has to kick this goal to put the Bombers in front. Salmon kicks. It's good. Bombers in front. They lead by 2 points. Look at Kevin Sheedy.
They haven't got it. Mercedes for the Bombers. The hand pass to Denham. Now to Harvey. The Bombers have got it. Time out. The siren sounds. Oh, what a game. Essendon are back in the 6. Paul Salmon kicked his only goal in the last minute to win the game. Look at Kevin Sheedy.
Great performance of Bombers.
I have never seen Sheedy like that, except for those premierships in the 80s.
What a great performance, Roscoe.
Well, they had some players on one leg at the end there, but Sheedy did very well.
A big fish had kicked points all day. And he's lined up for that last one. I said to Harvey, or Harvey said to me, he said, if he misses this, I'm going to go up and punch him myself. And luckily he put it through because if you cop one of Harvey's punches, you know all about it. But Yeah, it was a great win. I think Fish kicked 7 points that day, and he's lined up for his 8th and kicked the goal. But we played well, and actually it was a very good game again. And you know, we sort of, you know, if Fish had have kicked 5 out of the 8, you know, would have been comfortable for us. But the pressure was there all day that we didn't have any lead, and we sort of come from behind at the last point of the game, and stole it.
His kick to left half forward, marking contest. Wanganeen at the bottom of the pack does well. Gets it back to Denham. The minder for Williams in the first quarter. Long at midfield takes the mark in front of Alvin. Still inside the square. Wallace. He's having his own argument with Williams earlier. Wallace from left half forward. Target was Salmon. Watson on a lead and marks. Great judgment. 40 metres out directly in front. Watson has kicked the goal.
Well done by Ollerenshaw. Back to Masidi doing well. The chip pass is at a mark. It is to Salmon. Salmon, a very experienced forward from 45 metres. In fact, it's a wobbly kick. Oh, it's a good one though, I think. A goal.
It's gone over the mark according to the umpire. Hannah drops back. Simons was the flyer. Took some great marks last week. Hannah usually likes these runs out of defence. Oh, Hills has got him. Great tackles up. And that's out of bounds on the full.
He's wasted a couple of these kicks out of defence today. Gives it across to Dean. Plenty of talent. Oh, too slow, Peter Dean.
To be taken by Gavin Wanganeen at right half back.
Wanganeen across the ground. Dangerous. It may come off. Thompson's got 2 to beat, and he beat them. On the Grenville. Great play. Oh, they're a desperate side, Essendon. Well played, David Grenville. In towards full forward. Salmon or Sexton in front of him that time. That's a difference. Timmy Watson for his second. Brings it in a goal. Oh, he's dumped it, Timmy Watson. And I don't think Peter Dean saw Mercury coming on, and that's why he was able to chip in. Now he looked down there for Salmon. Or is it Somerville? Somerville was there actually now. Here's a chance for Watson for his third. He's kicked it. Great effort.
Powell to Ratton. Albin under pressure. Oh, great tackle, Derek Kickett.
Free kick to Powell. He plays on. Here's Salmon. Good play, Paul Salmon. Hills has got to commit himself. He does. Shoved out of it. Push in the back, says the umpire against Ratton. And you wait to hear the ironical cheers here. Now, from 52 metres, it starts to swing back. It's a great kick. Oh, what a great goal. Only 3 kicks, 3 handballs. Well, not enough for a small player. In towards full forward. They need a mark and a goal here. Somerville. Derek Kickett, an open goal. He chips it in. It's a goal to the Bombers. A vital game for both sides. Ollerenshaw to the half-forward line, getting towards three-quarter time. A goal here would be handy to both sides. Long receives from Mercury. On to Timmy Watson. Goal number 4 coming up to the champ. Yes! Right through the middle.
Silvani will go to fly from the back. Fletcher in front. Plenty of Essendon players at the fall of the ball. Harvey's kick. Oh, Thompson went without it. Doesn't often make a mistake like that, but good enough to make amends for Bomber. Mercury will have to be quick. Simons doesn't go for the snapshot. On to kick it. You'll have to kick it quickly. 19 seconds left. Oh, what a booming kick! Great goal! Essendon in front.
He's picking up Gleeson.
McDonald from half-back, been fairly quiet. Ollerenshaw. Had an excellent first quarter. Calthorpe, right half forward, right on 50. Long kick, that'll be close. Somerville will shepherd it through for a goal. Up over 50, Silvani and Fletcher. Nice sidestep. Thompson's got him. The end result of which out of bounds on the full. Great pressure by Essendon. 19 minutes left in this match, and it has been a corker. Well done, the big fish. He's kicked inaccurately. Oh! Kicks well to the forward line. Hefty collision down there. Somerville's down. A Carlton player down. I think it's Sexton. Play continues in the meantime. Grenville to Wanganeen. Can he kick a goal? After he was KO'd a few minutes back. Mercury's in the goal square. Doesn't matter. He's stopped it. What a beauty.
Back to the centre. Salmon and Madden. Salmon wins it. Tapped down by Denham was good play. The Bombers again. Ollerenshaw gets it to Salmon, showing his mobility in this final term. Good mark, Simons. Well, here he is, Michael Simons from 50 metres. Boy, let's fly with this one. Oh, he made a fool of me. That's a goal right through the middle.
Mercury
gives him good support. So too does Denham, who's got speed to burn. Brown chases him. Kick doesn't come too well off the boot. Watson, can he get his fifth? Into the goal square. Can't miss from there. Timmy, and gobs it through.
Kick from Hannah. Oh, Buick has been terrific. He drops that one though. Wanganeen's made a difference. Ollerenshaw, look at this. To Mercury. Mercury into an open goal. Back. Another one to the Bombers. His first. Paul Salmon in towards the pocket. Kickett's got a couple to beat. He played for the free kick. He's going to get it. Oh, I don't know about that one. He's kicked two. Oh, look at that kick. Splits the centre. I think it's a goal. Yes.
Too far out to score from there. Kickett making the lead. Somerville up high. Simons. He has to get past Hannah, does so onto the right foot. That'll be the sealer.
Essendon Grammar. And early in the season chose to play for his school instead of AFL football. Now there he is at the back. Oh, he's hooked this in. Terrific, Mark Fletcher.
Well, you're giving him a good rap. He didn't let you down there, Fred.
The Watson kicker chose, yeah, it was pretty good. They were kicked a lot of goals, and I think that's when Paul Salmon kicked out from full back and hit his opponent in the chest in Silvani. It was unbelievable. But we were in control of that game, and I don't think it was too far the margin at the end. But I think Carlton knew that we were going to beat them for most of the day.
Restrict those chances for Mark Harvey across half-back. This is Mercedes for Essendon. Kicks it in towards half-forward. Oh, what a great mark taken by young Michael Simons. A terrific leap. Kick taken by Grenville.
To centre half-forward, Salmon should take it. Good kick. Mark paid to Salmon. Free kick against Graham Wright. He's kicked 2 goals, 10 in the last 2 weeks. Leans back and he's put it through.
A missed kick by Watson.
Monkhorst and Salmon. Back to Watson. Spins, turns, snaps, and goals.
Well done by Denham. Mercury gets it clear. Ollerenshaw. A kick to the front of the square. Out comes Kickett. Oh, Buick collected it. Snapshot by Buick. Oh, it might be there. It's a goal.
Essendon with the answers at the moment. Goes back to centre half forward. Salmon sits and waits. Monkhorst at the back. Simons. Still Simons. Watson. Good handball to Mercury. Here's a chance. Mercury with a drop punt. There's a great goal. Well done, Bombers.
The race is on here. O'Donnell bounces nicely. Handball over the top. Grenville. Back for Manton. Manton stands and delivers towards half forward. Oh, top effort by Watson. Went back with the flight of the ball. Buick running. Caught by Wright in the back. Unfortunate. May stretch him a little bit. Darren Buick, affectionately known as Boris. Goes for goal. Good kick. Brilliant kick for goal.
5-7 to 2-3 on the 7 Sports scoreboard. Salmon out of the centre. Calthorpe's kick towards the goals. Kick it!
Well, that started in the centre on that occasion. Nobody was interested in the ball. They all stood back.
Here's kicker playing on. Should go. Goes for it and kicks it. Another one.
Gee, those pacey players on the forward line giving Collingwood some problems. Here's one of them, Watson. Well out in front of Kurt. Tim Watson goes for goal from 40 metres. What a magnificent kick by Watson.
To centre half forward, Buick has had a fantastic quarter off the ground. Kurt, Watson gave him a little shove. Kurt went to ground. Masiti, kicker, caught, left to the handball, okay. Buick snap, don't tell me another one, yes! Oh, what a goal! He's kicked 3 of the best goals. They've all been different.
Chopped off by Thompson. Thompson's kick goes back near the wing. High flyer. Richardson, but Long gathers. O'Donnell, quickly. Now the race is on. Look at Buick go. Darren Buick with the football in front. Saunders, that's a free kick again, surely to Buick. Buick from about 38 metres. That's another good kick. Have a look at that. Goal never moved.
Anton to Wanganeen, reads it so brilliantly. Back to half forward. A floater. Oh, kick it. A lucky break to Salmon. The fish should goal, and he does. What a great start for Essendon.
Scott Russell tries to take the crumbs. Down he goes. Look at those Essendon boys go after the footy. Michael Long comes clear and kicks it to Derek Kickett.
Take your time and have a shot and kick a goal.
You'd reckon he'd had more than 7 possessions, wouldn't you, Derek Kickett? Oh, good kick. Well done.
It's all Essendon at the moment. Now Kickett on a lead. Centre half forward. Through his fingers. Well done, Simons. Drop punt. Another one. It's raining goals now. Quick kick away by Harvey. Salmon versus Starcevic. Salmon cleverly to Mercury. To Long. He should go. Steady. Go. Kick it. Another one. It's brilliant footy. Did the job on Bradley last week. Looks for a lead from Watson or Kickett. Goes to full forward. Kickett. Great grab. What a mark. Came from nowhere. He's played a significant role in the match, having few touches. He's kicked 2, chips away, kicks his 3rd. Essendon in control. Turner onto it, now Long. What a player this man is. Chips it brilliantly to Cowthorpe, who's away with 1 bounce. Drop punt, Watson led, kick it to ground. Watson's kicked 2. Watson's left foot has missed. Well, that's a goal.
Essendon have dominated since halfway through the first quarter.
Salmon too big. Mercury, there's a free kick. Salmon's going to get it. Could kick his 3rd goal. It's a good kick again. Mitchell, Hills tries to break clear, gets the hand pass for Somerville. A little too high for Thompson, but he's able to get around onto that favoured left foot. Goes straight down the ground towards centre half forward. The mark is taken by Simons in front of Krasiska. Unselfishly handball for Masidi. In turn, Cowthorpe. Can he kick a goal? 48 metres. Cowthorpe gets another one for Essendon. Tidies up. Michael Long sizes it up in towards centre half forward. And a fantastic grab.
Oliver and Shaw, Somerville tackle. Now Hills. Quick give, another very quick give by Cowthorpe to Hills. Hills wide to Long, bounces off him, recovers cleverly, sidesteps, beautifully played Long to Simons. But he has been one of the surprise packers, Don, of the competition this year. He's given Essendon an extra dimension up forward, and he wobbles it through.
Essendon needed to beat Collingwood sometime, and there was no better time. I don't believe that it was just a golden opportunity for us to beat them. And you know, the 88,000 people are there. I had no idea how many people were there until I picked up the paper the next day, because I just didn't even worry about people. And I think a lot of the players just went out there to do the job and were really fired up. A lot of hurt when you lose grand final, especially at Collingwood. That you know. They just thought we were easy beats in the end, you know. It was, every time we played them, and Shaw was there, you know, a bit to say, and you know, a few of the other players, and it was just time that we sort of showed Collingwood that we, you know.
Crossing his body down towards full forward. Salmon reduced to the spoiler down there. Lawson waits in front. A little tentative, gets the hand pass back, but straight to Long from 20 metres out. He snaps, it's close. It's good. The 50 pulls it back, intended for Kickett. He stays out of the contest, but reads it off hands and gets a goal.
Sweeps through. Mercury, the handball, he just had to wait a little bit. Salmon, they're trying to set it up like a game of chess now. Mercury straightens up, goes bang and puts it through. Well done, Bombers. Something back to Kevin. There's Salmon. To Buick, it is a game of imagination. Buick from 45 metres. Oh, he's a good player. Have a look at that one. Beauty. Lovely.
Ball Kickett likewise. Back came Buick, deftly done. Got it to Long. Watson from 40, puts it through for a goal.
Everyone was expecting a big percentage booster, but they really, I think we kicked a couple of goals towards the end of the last quarter, but they stretched us, and it was really surprising, and they probably sort of caught us unaware a bit because our commitment probably wasn't there, because it's when you play the bottom sides and you think you're getting a percentage booster, you want to be out the flanks receiving the ball, and there's no one in there getting it, and I think that's what happened on the night.
Grabbed by Simons, inside the 50, little left footer is blocked off the boot. Kick it in to supply the tackle. Holding the ball, free kick to kick it right in front, and he's within goal kicking distance.
You have to say it's a bit lucky getting a free kick because it did look as if it was around the neck.
What a kick by Derek Kickett to open the scoring.
Cameron, taken away though by, that was good play by Mercedes. I thought Cameron could have made a better effort there. I agree. Here's Mercury, half forward for Essendon. A one-on-one contest. Salmon and Stanfield, he's too tall, Paul Salmon, he takes a strong mark. And the problem was with Leon Cameron just strolling after the ball out there on centre wing. But here's Salmon from directly in front, and Paul Salmon has kicked the goal. Barry Stanfield. So a let off there. Oh, bad kick in. Grenvold getting it towards Salmon. Grenvold again to Buick. The goal stick. Oh, round the corner goes Darren Buick. Thank you very much. I'll have a goal.
Gets it back from Fletcher. Kick to centre half forward. Grenvold went up before acceptances and has won the Melbourne Cup. It came back all right up the slippery grass. Centering kick. Delray lead out of it. Top mark taken by Wallace.
On to Grenvold. This is David Grenvold trying to draw the opponent. He gets it to Hills. Hills in the half forward. Paul Salmon dives and takes the mark. Alan Thorpe is on the ground for Footscray. Salmon in towards half forward. It's a mark. A diving mark to Somerville. Peter Somerville from directly in front. 40 metres from goal. He kicks. It'll be close. It's a goal.
There's Thorpe overrunning. O'Donnell. Unmarked on centre wing is Masiti. He's gone a bit quiet this quarter. In fact, this is his first touch at the 14-minute mark. Buick. He had 11 possessions first quarter, Masiti.
Alan Thorpe went for that ball one-handed with a greasy ball. It's not VFA football now, it's AFL.
Kick by Buick to kick it.
Doug Hawkins doing the Brent Croswell run from full forward to full back.
The kick by Derek Kickett. Looks good.
A quick hand pass finds Hills. Hills way out at centre wing has the poise to have a bounce. In towards half forward, he was held and then he took a good mark. Gets it off to Kickett. Derek Kickett races in the goal for his third. And he's kicked it.
Well, Simon Atkins, fresh from a 35 possession game last time. Long out of the middle. Kickett can't take the mark. High on, says the umpire. Kickett under plenty of pressure. Well done by Nicholson, but he's given away the free kick. Kickett's kick 3. Make that 4. Masiti throws the ball to Mercury. Gets away with it. Grenvold. Approaching goal, David Grenvold. 52 metres out. Kickett. Derek Kickett's on fire. 5 goals for the game. It's going all right. Away to Wallace. Grenvold, 15 possessions. Oh, a climb and a mark. Olerin short. Short pass. Kickett. Well, how about this? Derek Kickett's kicked 4 for the quarter. Can he make it 5?
It's Brad Nicholson that he's tearing apart this quarter, so Brad's on the back foot after a fantastic start.
6 goals to Kickett, 5 in this quarter. Denham, Harvey, Mercury, back to Denham, 52 metres out. Kickett. Oh! a replay on the scoreboard, and the whole crowd went up a second time. Kick it, gets another one.
Punched away by Hills. Oh, big chance for the Bombers here. Sean Denham receives from Mercury, and Denham races in the goal. What's he done? He's kicked it.
The Bombers 74, Footscray 66 on the 7 Sports scoreboard. Big pack at centre half forward, wind underneath it, and the mark taken by Manton. Too far out to score, you'd say. Salmon in the pocket.
Oh!
Took the mark before the spoil came.
Just the fact that he goes into the ruck on many occasions detracts from his goal-kicking ability.
There's 7 for Derek Kickett, and now 2 for Salmon.
Tapping it on, but he slips over and it'll be taken away by Bomber Thompson.
Over half-back, one hand, Buick. Oh, gathers the bouncing ball beautifully, gives it to the run of Salmon and takes it back off Salmon. Watch this for a goal. Darren Buick from half-back has kicked a magnificent goal.
Atkins has worked very, very hard. Taken away by Kelthorpe to Mercury. Mercury in towards half forward, and breaking the shackles is Dean Wallace. He's been moved to the forward line. The little chip pass, a push out by Kickett. He's got to kick it. Derek Kickett for goal number 8. It bounces, it rolls. Oh, don't tell me he's kicked this. He has. Goal number 8.
Denham. Liberatore, a terrific tackle. Wine. Pretty casual old kick. Harvey, what a mark.
Now we just played this day. I think probably, if we're going to have a bit of a flat spot in the year, this is a little flat spot that we were having as a team. And if it wasn't for Derek, I don't think we probably would have won the game. Basically, he was really good this day, and we're sort of lucky that he was there and did the job for us.
Eventually it's O'Donnell. Oh, he's somehow found space. To centre wing, Michael Long. He'll head towards half forward, towards Kickett and Salmon. Oh, good use of the body by Salmon. This is Salmon. It's not a bad kick off the boot either. It's a beauty. What a start for the Bombers. Under 2 minutes remaining. Wallace from half back. It's towards Salmon. Hinkley was the flyer from behind. Thompson does the roving work, Bomber Thompson. Now Denham. Inside 50, just gets a shot at goal. It's a fair kick too. Put it through. But he can flash into a game and win it off his own boot in only minutes. Hurd a snap. Looks good. That's the start the Bombers wanted.
Hurry kick by Gary O'Donnell, only as far again as Ken Hinkley. O'Donnell feeds this one out to Hills, and Masidi, the centre half forward this afternoon for Essendon, gets a long kick down into that forward line. Terrific use of the body again by the big fellow Paul Salmon. This one directly in front, 35 metres. Kicks and right through the middle.
Bairstow pumps it long to half forward. Stoner may run into Wanganeen.
Oh, look at that man. Typical Wanganeen mark, wasn't it, Sandy?
Fearless player. That's the man he picks out. Oh, Stephen. Kick it. It may prove costly. Masidi. In towards a vacant goal, and he's kicked it, I think. It proved very costly.
Hurriedly on the left boot. Short pass to the skipper, Mark Thompson. 50 metres out. Centering kick from Thompson, looking for Salmon, and Salmon has taken a very good mark. Only 15 metres out from goal in front of Ben Graham.
And this for the Bombers to hit the front for the first time.
He has been a little bit shaky from this distance, Sandy, in recent times.
Yes, see what he does. Nothing shaky about that.
Not this time, right through the middle. Up against 206 centimetres.
That's the difference as he kicks from 50 metres. Won't make it, but there's a mark in the pocket. And what a beauty taken by Mark Mercury. Let's see what he can do. Tries to improve the angle. Has he kicked it? Wonderful goal. Thompson takes it eventually. Denham in trouble. Does get it out to Masidi. Now a chance for Long. clever, Ola Renshaw. Well, maybe too clever, no, it's going to come off because Joe Mercedes drifted down into that hole and half forward, and he's going to have a shot. He's going to try and kick his second goal in this quarter. Well, they lead by 2 points at the moment. They now lead by 8. Both sides are producing very hot football. Robert Scott is caught. Ball spills free to Michael Long. Danger here. Hills. Through the centre he goes. He'll hoist it long. Up towards half forward. Up towards Simons. It's a very, very exciting mark. It's a long running. It looks better. Much, much better. And he goes. The livelier of the two. Winning it. Long. Looking for a free kick. Control is just so exciting. Advantage paid to the Bombers. Thompson. Long to half forward, and Somerville takes the mark. Essendon have assumed control of this game in the last 10 or 15 minutes. Somerville going for his first. He's going to be kicking from just inside 50. Well, it's a beautiful kick.
Hinkley tackled by Mercury. Hinkley breaks through from half-back. Long hand pass to Darcy. He could be in trouble. Untidy hand pass to Hocking. This turnover could be costly. Mercedes from 45 metres. It's a goal. Terrific goal, Bombers.
It's long. Where are the runners at the back? O'Donnell first to it. Swing round and stab into half forward. That's a lovely kick. Fighting his captain. He goes inside 50. Somerville slipped at the critical stage and has come back and taken the mark.
Well, that was a good effort, wasn't it?
What a recovery.
He looked at 35 metres, Peter Somerville.
Almost directly in front. Shouldn't miss. And hasn't. They reckon they can still make the finals. They've still got to go to Perth to do it. Essendon aren't done with. Don't worry about that. Buick takes it out of the middle from Mercury. Darren Buick wants a goal from 40 metres and he's kicked a beauty. Essendon comes back.
The Bombers really needed this one to cement top position on the ladder today, Sandy. And at half-time they looked as if they were going to. This kick from Hurd from about 55 metres. Good kick, just marked on the goal line, I think, by Somerville. There's the umpire awarding that. Peter Somerville has kicked 2 goals here this afternoon.
Now Essendon are going to go down the group.
There's Somerville from point blank range, has put it through. I think it's too late for the Bombers.
We shouldn't have turned up for the game. We lost 5 players or 6 players with injury, and we ended up on top spot anyway. And we were actually in control of the game until we got hurt. In the last quarter, we had Joey Mercedes in the goal square. I was in the goal square. And there was someone else in the goal square, and I don't know, it's James Hurd. James Hurd was in goal square and he'd been knocked out. And Wallace was on the bench with a busted shoulder, and it was just we were in control of the game until we got hurt. And then once we were hurt, no team can carry 6 injuries, and they run over the top of us. Playing pretty good football too. It wasn't a bad standard game. It was good.
With a bye in the last round, the loss to Geelong meant the Bombers' fate rested in the hands of others.
It was probably the 3rd time for the year that we had a chance to do something, and we blew it. Like we could have really established ourselves as number 1, and we didn't. And we lost the game. We didn't know whether we were going to end up in the top 3 because the week after we had a bye, and it was just disappointing to lose the game, and also disappointing to lose so many players through injury. Sort of having only 1 week, and then we got to hit a final series, and we could have ended up 3rd, 4th or 5th or 6th even, and that was the scary part about that day.
Disciplined play into the centre, the umpire falls over, Doolio's gone, Long got him beautifully, and the free kick will go to Michael Long from a perfect tackle. The advantage is with Essendon. They've forced the ball to half forward where Mackay is there. His kick back near the centre, and the mark is taken by Chris Danaher.
Coach Kevin Sheedy said Chris Danaher was ready to eat a football. He's that hungry for it. Goes down towards the forward line, Salmon in front.
Yes, pay that mark, Sandy. It was a strong effort. Now they must be consistent and pay that through the night.
But here's the first set shot at goal for the night. Paul Salmon, kicking from 43 metres. Looks pretty good.
Kickett looking for the hand pass. Hills and Watson combined. Watson with just that little bit of pace to get away from Madden. A left foot kick to full forward. Kickett! Absolutely exciting player, Derek Kickett, but as a free kick, it may have gone against Hogg, was it? Well, Kickett would have had the left foot shot from that right forward pocket, which would have been to his advantage. Let's see what Buick can do. He's only about 10 metres out. He kicks for goal and he puts it through. Here's a chance now for Doolio. Kick off the ground by Izzard. Not really all that effective. Powell grabbed and grabbed brilliantly. Ola Renshaw was the tackler. Denham and Izzard. Izzard into the centre. The kick a little too high. Just centimetres. But there's Long brilliantly to Harvey. Harvey goes straight towards goal. Silvani and Salmon. Punched away by Silvani. Buick off the ground. It's a goal. Magnificent Buick.
We do have a very high expectation of that bloke.
Mercurie's kick to full forward. Up high was Silvani, put his arm on the shoulder of Salmon. He's appealing, but there's not much you can do. The umpire's made the decision. Well, Salmon with the football. He's about 40 metres out. Difficult angle. Good kick. Great kick by Salmon's a goal. Somerville the football at left half back. Kicks the ball in towards the centre of the ground. No mark taken. Long leaves it for Simons, who's come onto the ground. Michael Simons, short kick. Good. Salmon. And he'll be kicking here from 40 metres directly in front. Bit of a stutter. High kick, holds up. Looks close. Goal.
Ola Renshaw. Advantage is paid to Buick. And Buick has kicked a vital goal.
Misses Long. He's got on top of Hannah. Chris Danaher kicks Essendon into attack once again. Salmon and Silvani. Ball at the back. Hogg under pressure. Attempted kick off the ground. Nearly suicidal. Ola Renshaw and Simons. Watson. Free kick. Essendon's free kick. Simons. 2 3/4 minutes left. Simons goes for goal. Umpire goes across. Goal.
35 metres out from the Bombers scoring zone. Who wants it? Who can pick it up? Long to Hills. He'll have to hoist it high. He does. Into the square they go. Silvani! Couldn't take the back. Second up the ground by Mercury. The Bombers lead by 6 points. And now Alvin under pressure with Sexton. Under real pressure, Buick shows him a bit of the football, then loses it. They're not out of it yet. Ola Renshaw, 48 metres out, in towards Salmon.
Well done, Ricky Ola Renshaw. His opening few minutes of this quarter just been outstanding.
From point blank range, 45-degree angle. Salmon for goal, and he kicks it. Madden wins the fist, but straight to O'Donnell, want to get onto the left foot. No, he decides to sweep it wide. This is Hills. Round onto the right boot, he's 80 metres out. Centering kick. Salmon's got the height, but he's not in front. Kickett's at the back. He'll give it away to Watson, who should go. Oh, the Bombers! Catch us if you can. It's a cruel bounce. Wanganeen at the back. Gets caught. Fine tackle by Powell. Watson now combines with Hills. Again, the defence is tested. They come away to the outer side. He's out up to Buick. The Red Rovers, they combine. Look at Buick. 2 bounces, he's across centre. 3 and he's down to half forward. A chip up towards Long. 60 metres out. Michael Long tries for another one. It's Ridley. Ridley gives it away again towards Ola Renshaw. He loses the football, but he's going to get a free kick because he was held, said the umpire.
Yes, Tommy Elwood held on too long and threw him across the back line. The ball been well and truly disposed of.
He goes short, and Mark Mercury, who goaled earlier in this quarter, and what an exciting goal it was. Mercury to the boos of the Carlton fans from 40 metres. It's going to be very close. I think he's kicked it. Who's going to have the recovery? On this occasion, it is the Essendon player. But they trail at the moment as Mercury kicks up towards centering. Oh, what a mark by Simons.
Great battle this. 50 metres if he's not careful. He's got 50.
Yep. So Ratton is going to have to watch Simons move all the way down to the ground as Williams runs into long.
Another 50.
Well, that's going to give them a goal.
That's the first 100 I've seen.
That's going to take them from half-back right to the square.
You know, that's interesting. Andrew Coates was in charge, but the senior umpire made the first decision, and then Peter Carey gave the other 50 metres.
The next goal is vital towards Watson and Kickett. The latter trying to push it forward to the 50-metre line. He does so now. Watson gets clear. 30 metres out to Watson. Essendon remain in the hunt.
Marking contest in front. No, O'Donnell grabs it. Kicks it high in the air. Probably one of Gary O'Donnell's less effective touches. The ball there, now Olorenshaw. Gets it out to Michael Long. This is an important kick. Michael Long. Simons is marked on the goal line. Well, he could have nearly shepherded it through, but he's going to make a certainty of it now and bring the margin back to 10 points.
Well, let's see what sort of an angle he's put on.
Have a look at this.
That is tough. As you said, Robert, you can sometimes shepherd. He's going to play on.
He gets the goal anyway. Well done.
Somerville dropped what perhaps he should have taken. Williams may make him pay. Oh, what a man by Wanganeen. That is just quite sensational.
Marking contest. Madden can't take it. Somerville was at the back. Denham. Bombers still not done with. Harvey kicks it to the goal front. Marking contest here. Ridley couldn't take it. Watson kicks the goal. Timmy Watson's kicked his third goal. And by gee, this has been the game that everyone will remember.
I was in the grandstand watching. I was one of the players that never got up, but it was just a tremendous atmosphere. Good for football, night football. You know, it was very exciting, and you know, something about night football. It's got a bit of, you know, the atmosphere seems to stay in the stadium, and it's a top game of football. It really was. You know, to go goal for goal nearly all night. You know, and Kernahan played a big role, and Fish I think kicked a few goals too. You know, it was really good. You know, Dustin Fletcher wasn't out in the ground against Kernahan. Myself, I wasn't out there. Joe Masidi wasn't out there. So, you know, to lose by 2 points and to have a few players out wasn't a bad effort. And probably in the long run, to lose the game was probably more beneficial for Essendon's sake than, you know, for Carlton's.
Fires all Eagles. None can bring down the mark. Hills gives it across to his teammate down there in Masiti.
Looking for Mercury. Good mark. Terrific mark by Mercury. Now, Salmon is on the lead. Out he comes. Salmon. Oh, good lead. Good kick. And it hits him right on the chest. Well, last time these sides met, Paul Salmon missed some sitters, but that was pretty windy. So Salmon from directly in front. Oh, it looks good. It's a goal.
Jakovic had an excellent game last week on Carey to put him completely out of business. It might be remembered too that the roles were reversed. Carey got the better of him in the previous clash. Somerville to Wanganeen. It's a 50-metre penalty.
He's not.
Gee, that's pretty severe, Jared.
That's very severe.
A few minutes back doing some great work in defence with some hefty punches from 35 metres. Kicks it goal and gets his first.
He'd love to be out there. Rick Kenny is a tough cookie as Salmon gets it out to Mercury. Mercury onto the right foot. Mark Mercury brings it back. Oh, he's goal, I think. Yes! Somerville gets a favourable bounce, taps it on. Mainwaring went past the ball. Hurd receives it back. Denham kicks it in mid-air. Don Pike waits for the bounce. He's got it. A quick kick in towards half-forward. There he is again, Joe Masidi.
Yes, having a fine afternoon today. Kemp is changed on the half-forward flank with Chris Lewis, who's coming up for a run on the ball.
Salmon. Oh, taken by Watson off the pack. Timmy Watson sprints in the goal, and the Essendon champs kicked it.
Great Rovers goal from Watson. 4-2 to 1-5. Denham, first kick out of the centre. Inside 50, Hart and Buick. Watson kicked a beautiful goal late in the first quarter. Puts it high. Be looking for Salmon. Yes, he's got it. Great mark. Salmon got the first goal for the Bombers in the opening term. Can he do likewise in the second? Distance won't be a problem. 30 metres out directly in front, kicks it goal and gets it.
Pike is there. O'Donnell comes out with it. Oh, beautiful hand pass on the Hills. Hills has the bounce. The Shipley might allow him to have another one. No, he brings it in towards full forward. Salmon and Djakovic. And free kick to Salmon. Umpires paid a free kick. Paul Salmon, 25 metres out from goal, and Djakovic is not happy. So Paul Salmon kicking for his third from almost directly in front. The big fella kicks and puts it right through the middle. Denham roving well. They're doing well round the packs, Essendon. Out wide is Michael Long. He sprints clear. Danger here for the West Coast. Salmon on the lead. Out he comes, the big fella, and he's marked. Oh, good play, Essendon. Terrific play by Salmon. Paul Salmon's kick free. If he kicks this, the Eagles are going to have a tough job. Paul Salmon kicks. Oh, it looks good. That's his fourth.
Short kick to half forward. Danaher this time gets his revenge over Heady. Plays on quickly. And another high kick up towards centre wing position. Oh, terrific mark from Michael Renshaw.
He's holding his own against Chris Mainwaring.
Judged that to perfection. A difficult one to mark.
As they come through the centre again, but it's repulsed there as Mercedes receives from Denham onto Ola Renshaw in towards half forward. Guy McKenna at the back puts enough pressure on. Another player slips over. Oh gee, this is Kelthorpe setting sail for home. David Kelthorpe, and he's kicked the goal. Off the interchange, the Essendon supporters are happy.
Kicked 4 goals. Salmon had a terrific start to the match. Kicked the first goal for Essendon in the first quarter, did the same in the second. Long in front of Wilson, goes long. What a terrific kick, great goal!
Oh, brilliantly done by Hills as he brings it back towards half forward. Kickett tries to get front position, punched away from him. Oh, well played by Mercury. He props, brings it in towards half forward. The players set themselves. Taken away by Buick. Oh, look at this kick and goal by Buick. He's dumped it. Great goal, the little rover. The Bombers on fire.
Who got one in the hand, I think. He looks hurt. Grinvold in the meantime steals it for Essendon. Still he goes from half forward. And then you see Djakovic in the road. And is there a free kick downfield?
Yes, he's probably paid a 50-metre penalty down the field.
Grenville kicks the goal. Hills from midfield. As I said, the light a little bit better now at the MCG. Salmon has made a lead. Hines in front and Djakovic. 3 Essendon players are there. Buick roves it well. Snapshot. Oh, what a power! Oh, strong mark from Mercedes. Away he goes. Eagles players were looking around and he's off. Mercury can't take the mark, but plays on. He can kick a goal from there, 15 metres out, and he has done. What a beauty! That's his second. Salmon again, long. Oh, clever tap. And he's kicked the goal, Kelthorpe. That's his second. Hewitt kicked to half forward. 1-on-1 contest down there. Salmon at the back. Flips it out to the advantage of Hurd, who gets nearly poleaxed from a standing start. Flip! Kicks a goal!
There's Bomber players everywhere. O'Donnell and Salmon. Salmon back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell further afield to Flood. Now Long. Michael Long over the top. Here's a chance. Kelthorpe gets onto the right foot. Shoots a goal. It's another one of the Bombers.
You know, the club hadn't fully recovered from the injuries and was still a little bit short on, and to make things worse, Mark Harvey broke down on the Thursday night, just running out in the ground. He tore a muscle in his foot, so you know, to sort of have halves and himself and a few other players still out was a concern when you're playing West Coast, who everyone thought were going to win the game and were probably more favourites, but you know, we had our share of injuries, but we really didn't know that they had a lot of injuries too, and until after the game we sort of pick up the papers and you realise that 5 or 6 of them are sort of shouldn't have probably played, and you sort of never know that going into the game. So sort of to get out of the game the way we did, and very committed bunch of guys, that took the field. It was a really good effort, considering the situation we're in.
Overrunning at Hills, kick off the ground for Essendon, force the ball towards centre-half forward. Anderson can't control the football. Jarman has it, tackled by Hurd. Players jump on top of the football, and there's a free kick picked out. It's going maybe against McDermott, and it'll go to Watson. He'd be a chance. Kicks it high in the air, but Breeze has got it. Well done, Watson. Now a chance for Kelthorpe. He crashes his way through. At centre-half forward, short kick is okay. 7 marks in front of Pittman.
Yes, and some great shepherding behind the play there by the veteran Jimmy Watson.
So let's see what he can do with this one. A goal each at the moment. Salmon shot for goal. Good kick. Second goal of the Bombers. Now O'Donnell clears from the centre for Essendon. A high kick in towards full forward. Oh yes. A good mark taken by Salmon.
I just noticed, Robbo, behind play too, Brian Wood, the Essendon runner, out having a chat to Joe Mercedes, who seems to have some injury problem, maybe the hamstring again.
Salmon a chance to put the Bombers back in front. Certainly will get the distance. Good looking kick. Salmon's got his second goal. Beautiful conditions here at the MCG. Clear blue sky after some torrential rain during the week. Olorenshaw. Handball wide for Long. Backs himself. No mark taken. Out comes Thompson. Got to do something to lift the side. Flood, Mercedes, O'Donnell. Short kick, okay. Kickett's got it again. They've just got to get a goal, Essendon. They've got no momentum whatsoever. They had a chance just a minute ago to kick one. Couldn't do it. This one looks pretty good. It's an Essendon goal.
Next goal important because Adelaide's had a lot of chances and they haven't quite destroyed Essendon yet. Well played, Wren. O'Donnell snared it. Goes short with a chip one. Ooh, probably should have done better, Bickley. Buick will kick a goal. Go and does.
Michael Long tackled by Wiedemann. Ball rebounds. Maynard out in front. Hodges tackled by Watson. Dragged down. Wiedemann tackled by Salmon. Must get the free kick. And it goes to Essendon. The advantage, no. Comes to the members' side. The ball floating in the breeze. Punched away by Long from Jarman. Rebounds for Watson. Handball brilliantly. Denham, unselfish. Buick will get it now. There it goes. Still a contest. Salmon. Buick can't take it. Little touch by Pittman was important. Mercury close to the boundary line. Mercury does well. Handball, Salmon, get the goal.
Can sense something here with Essendon coming back. Buick looks for a free and he'll get it. Rashido hanging on over the top of him. And this is the best finisher in Essendon's team.
Well, it doesn't hurt to throw the arms out occasionally, let the umpire see what's happening.
Well, especially when you're only 20 metres from goal.
Buick going for his third. Drop punt, he's got it.
Inside 50 metres, coming out and taking a nearly a great mark, but the recovery was enormous. Fletcher and Wanganeen combined. Olorenshaw got the footy, running through the centre of the ground.
Streaming away with a fourth bounce. Wanganeen's turning Liptak inside out in this turn. Taken by Cowthorpe. Mercury will go. Goes for it. Sits back. Gets it through.
Those young blokes are getting into it now, aren't they?
Liptak went without it. Grenvold comes away from half-back.
Very, very ordinary kick. He was under a little bit of pressure, but he got no penetration. But Essendon combined in the centre of the ground. Some of them. Good kick, Mercury. Mercury looks for Salmon. And the big foul. Is that 50 metres?
Oh, that hurt Salmon. He put the knees in, but
he didn't have to do it.
He's hurt himself too, Pittman, I think.
Well, Pittman had that knee problem in that first half. Oh, that was an excellent diving mark though by Salmon, wasn't it?
23 points is the advantage, so Paul Salmon can bring it back to 17, and he does just that.
kicked 5-2 the Bombers to 1-1 in this quarter. Come right back into the game. Wren and Somerville. Salmon with 4 goals. Buick taps it forward long. Watson caught by Jarman that time. Watson, well done, held his ground against the odds. Buick's always dangerous. Still dangerous. You'd give him a chance.
Not a bad free kick though. It means he's now going to kick it 50 metres plus.
50 metres?
Well, it's not the rules of the game, but in the spirit of the game, the guy's away, it's illegal. He's going to kick a goal anyway.
Little kick, too far. Michael Long takes the mark. I think it was meant for Whitney. Chris Danaher, handball over the top, Denham. Essendon taking a few risks. Denham runs up near the wing. His third bounce, handball over the top. Creativity good. James Hird, a high kick. Back there is Rashudo, couldn't take the mark. Goes after it again. Got a little toe poke to it. Ben Hart's in trouble. Kick off the ground, too far. Free kick to Essendon.
It was good play out of defence. They chanced their hand there, Essendon.
Well, it's Buick. Pretty good kick for goal. Oh, he's got it! He's kicked 5.
Hasn't given them a great opportunity, has he, on the forward line, I don't think, this afternoon. He's whipped him off on a couple of occasions very quickly, Scott Hodges.
There's a chance for Essendon. Buick may get his 6th goal. No, he misses to the left.
Free kick to Buick. He's going to get a free kick.
Just over 20 metres, pretty well straight in front. So you would nearly write this down for a goal. He's got it. Scores a level.
Long stages. Watson important. O'Donnell should go. Goes and puts it through. The Bombers are in front.
Looks for Wren. Can't take the mark. The big fella goes after it. Taken by Wanganeen. Grabbed when he got rid of the ball. Now the advantage is with Essendon. Watson has it. Beautiful kick by Watson. Bird on his own. Hard had come down the ground. Well, another important kick. Can James Hird kick a goal this time? Looks pretty good. He's happy with it. Very important possession here. Taken by Brown. Wanganeen's got him. Did he have the football? One wonders. Away goes Ola Renshaw. To Wanganeen. In short, Watson. Shorter again, Mercury. No, Watson gets around. Forced to kick with the left. It slews off the side of his boot. Centre half back for Adelaide. Very important possession. Watson's got it. Watson goes for goal. Look at this. That will go down. Essendon are home in the preliminary final thanks to a goal kicked by Timmy Watson. Graham Corn shakes his head in disbelief.
I remember, like it was yesterday, we went into the rooms, and usually when you're getting flogged by 42 points, the heads are down, and blokes are sort of waiting for Sheeds to come in, sort of look at him when he comes in, you know, but there were no heads down this day, you know, there were heads are up, and there was Harvey who was watching, yelling, and I was yelling, you know, saying we're not out of this, you know, this is a final, we're going all the way, you know, it's been our best skill all year, our persistence, we've come back from here before, and you know, that the team sort of gained a lot of confidence out of it, and everyone was talking, and then Sheeds come in, and he knew that we were pretty right, but he just put the final touch to it, you know, and the turnaround, you know, by Darren Buick, who kicked 6 goals, was sensational. A couple of goals from the boundary line. Michael Long just tore the hearts out of Adelaide. It was absolutely unbelievable, you know, taking the ball out of the centre, and just everyone just turned it around and said, hey, we're not going to lose this, we're going for it, you know, and that's the feeling that was in the rooms at half time, and like I said, it's if you went in the rooms negatively, we're gone, but we went in saying we've got a chance, and that's what happened. You know, to have such a lifting sort of comeback and to win it, you know, it was a fantastic sort of start to a grand final, and we had at the same time we had to handle the grand final week, you know, very, very cautiously.
I declare Gavin Wanganeen the 1993 Brownlow medalist.
For years, players and officials have been trying to get out of it. But every year, the grand final parade just gets bigger and better. It was like Moomba today as the warring clans met to wish the players the best one last time before tomorrow's 97th AFL Grand Final.
Who's going to win?
Essendon!
Why do you reckon Essendon's going to win?
Because they're the best! Carlton's definitely going to win.
Why?
Because we've got the better team.
Taking a new route from the Arts Centre up Swanson Street to Melbourne Central in perfect Melbourne spring conditions, Melbourne showed once again that it is the sporting capital of Australia.
Well, Sydney celebrating its success in the Olympic bid. Melbourne today turned out for its special celebration. On the eve of the grand final, the first one in 3 years where it's been an all-local affair, Essendon and Carlton dragged the crowds out in their thousands.
The luckiest kid in Melbourne was 7-year-old Matthew Bell of Geelong, who won a ride along with Brownlow medallist Gavin Wanganeen, while Kevin Sheedy brought his whole family along for the ride.
You don't see them that often over there, unfortunately, at the childhood sometimes, but I get home a bit late at night and early in the morning, and it's a bit of a day out for them. I hope they enjoy it.
Wife Geraldine had to be content to just be a spectator. The crowds were 8 deep, once again showing that AFL football still has an amazing grip on this city. Some literally had gone bananas.
We're talking about our sort of a few things that we're going to hit Carlton with, and I said to the players, Gavin's got something to say, and he got up and he said, just put the Brownlow out of our heads. He says, it's out of my head. All I want to do is win a grand final, and I want to be part of it with all you guys. And that's just before we went out in the ground, and I just thought that was exceptional.
Running onto it is Masidi with Alvin. Alvin with the experience, but it's taken now by Mercury. He steadies, shoots the ball into centre half forward. There's a scrabbling against Sylvani. Certainly the free kick. And Athorn having a bit of a dust-up with Buick, but the free kick is with Essendon and to be taken by Paul Salmon. Well, listen to the roar if he does kick it. This place will come down, Millie, Sandy. Always the first goal is such a fantastic atmosphere as Salmon goes for goal. And he's kicked it. First goal of Essendon.
Fletcher to bring it back into play. Goes straight down the middle. Lovely kick, almost to the centre of the ground. Williams waits at the back, but it's to his opposite number, Denham. In the middle. Now Michael Long. Look at this boy go. Away goes Michael Long. 50 metres out. Still going. 30 metres out. Oh, what play! It may have been touched on the line. No! O'Donnell twisting and turning, runs into trouble in the form of Christou. Ducked his head at the same time. Hill's got it wide. Essendon through Grenvold, looking to reply. A high kick up towards Salmon. There's quite a run up, as you can see. 30 metres out. Straight as a die, as if it was on a wire. So Wallace getting his chance, the veteran. Watson off for the moment. There's a lovely hand pass to Denham. Denham shoots for goal and pops it through. And he says thank you. Buick uncharacteristically overruns it. Bradley soccers off the ground. Spalding. Wanganeen gives it away to Harvey. Harvey long and low to Hurd. 34 goals in his career, this young man. He's now kicked 35. It's O'Donnell who has the football on centre wing.
Hannah still down.
They may have to stop this game because he's in that vicinity. The umpire says no, play on. Michael Long bouncing his way into goal. Long kicks and he's kicked it. Denham threads his way through the pack, gives it to O'Donnell. The Bombers are looking like a champion team at the moment. Buick may get a chance. He's 40 metres out from goal. Hurd is there. Trudge one tackle. Gets a long, low kick in towards full forward. Carlton has the numbers, but that's all. Oh, Wallace has kicked the goal.
And he kicks wide. Wallace up from the defensive role, taken by Denham. Short kick into the pocket, mark taken by Somerville. Long's on his own. Give it to him. He does. Long marks. Look to play on. Now he does. In towards the centre of the ground. And the mark taken by Mercury. And this will kill off the Carlton surge. That kick is close. It's a goal.
Gets the hand pass away. Wanganeen has been very steady. Fletcher from a standing start goes up towards the half-back line. Salmon takes the mark. Away they go again. Hills will have to be quick. He is with a high kick up towards Somerville territory. Sandwiched between two Carlton players. Buick. Look at this. Ho-ho! The Bombers are hot.
Heavy knock from Kernahan when they both went for that mark.
In the meantime, play goes on along towards Salmon, the big man in trouble. He does get it away. Buick belts it wide to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's got a bit of space, plus he's got Ricky Olorenshaw. Clever chip by the youngster. Kick 2 in the first quarter. He's kicking from 49 metres. Well, his kicking has been superb. Look at Essendon harass. That was done by Watson and Grenbold. It spills free to O'Donnell. The left footer can chip to the 50-metre line, and he does.
Blues have been chasing bums since then.
Here's Mercury from 52 metres. Gets underneath a drop punt. It looks good. It is.
Right half forward for Essendon. Madden favoured by that throw in. He can't quite get the ball clear. Heaver's bucked off the football. Excellent play there by Essendon again. Long just backs away. Have a look at this. Take me on, take me on, take me on, he says, and still gets away with it and pumps it to within 50 metres. Here, well inside. Away goes Chris Danaher. Have a look at it. Brilliant football, Danaher. 1 3/4 minutes left in the quarter. The Blues with the last 2 goals. Madden's dominated the centre. Away goes Calthorpe. They don't want this. This will sting. Calthorpe's shot for goal. It's on the line. It's through. Calthorpe replies for the Bombers.
Just maintaining possession, pinpointing the passes. They don't like kicking to packs unless Salmon's on the end of it.
Well, it's under 30 seconds now. Drifts it into the pocket. Oh, what a mark. He's not to know that, but he goes for home. He goes for home. And what a way to go. Captain to captain. Madden, but straight to Long. Oh, clever hand pass to Calthorpe. He'll go back to Long. He's running with him. Now he's clear. 80 metres out. 70 and closing. Up towards full forward. And the mark taken at the back. Salmon will have a shot. Salmon. This for number 4. 40 metres out. He's kicked well all day. That's no exception.
Who is just putting a stamp on this game, Gary O'Donnell. Quite brilliant around the centre of the ground. And another brilliant kick to the goal front. Spalding couldn't take the mark. Another goal to Essendon kicked by Hurd. It's all over.
Long again. Is this man the best man on the ground? I ask you. To half forward, Wanganeen. He had a shot at goal. And now he wants to cap it off with a goal. And he has. He has. That may be it. There's the bounce. Somerville, and there's the siren. Victory for the Bombers.
We got a good start. We just had to keep it there, and like I said before, a lot of players have been hurt by playing in a losing one, and like the Buicks yelling, don't let it slip. Just keep the lead, just keep going and getting it. And Sheeds was that's all Sheeds was saying. You sort of know how to play by September. Like your style of play, you know what people can do. You know who's a left footer, left hander, things. The thing is, you just got to go out and just work your mind and make your mind do the work. And we didn't slip up in the second quarter. And at half time, Sheeds was just in the room saying, "Look at last week, guys." He said, "We're 42 points up this week. We were down 42 points last week. This is what can happen in the game of footy." And sort of lucky we'd sort of gone through that experience the week before, that we knew that Carlton, as good as anyone, could get back up. So in the third quarter, just got to put the foot down, and they switched on really for the whole game.
And now Polly will present the Premiership Cup Foster's AFL Premiership 1993.
Perhaps it was fitting in the year of Indigenous people that a club which has actively recruited Aboriginal players should win the premiership.
You know, like the Aboriginal people, you know, we've treated them really well at Essendon, and they're great blokes. You know, Michael Long's sense of humour is exceptional, and Gavin, you wouldn't want to meet a nicer guy, but you know, they just had a special reason to play, you know, and for Michael Long said to me that receiving the medal from the Northwest medal off Maurice Rioli was one of the greatest things that he'd done in his life, you know, and that's just the way they are. You know, they've really been a credit to the Aboriginal race. You know, they've been fantastic, and people knock them, but they've just shown the whole world what they can do.
Clubroom euphoria switched to high-class celebrations that night, although Tim Watson was feeling the strain as he pondered whether to come back for another season.
Might very well be it, and I don't know. I'll have to sit down and have a chat to the club. It certainly doesn't get any easier when you get the other side of 30, I can tell you that.
Now, what about the celebrations tonight? Do they get any easier, or will you leave it to the young blokes?
Oh, look, I'll leave it to the young guys. I'm pretty tired. I've had a pretty big day. It's been a big week. I can't remember being as nervous as I was this week going into any of the other grand finals. I really just struggled to sleep during the week, and now I just feel drained and tired.
The morning after the night before, and thousands swarm Windy Hill to congratulate their team. Celebrations kicked on well into the night, and for the players, into the next day.
After the weekend of their lives, the Bombers were a bit subdued this afternoon when the team reassembled at Windy Hill for the traditional Players' Day. For the footballers, Saturday night is for the club, Sunday for the supporters, but come Monday, it's their turn to party with their mates. Coach Kevin Sheedy had lost all authority, especially when it came to Norm Smith medalist Michael Long.
He's a shocker, isn't he? Don't ever do that again, son. You play in the back pocket.
From the social club, it was up the road to the Sydney Lions Club in Flemington. Most of the players caught the bus. Some, like David Calthorpe and Paul Salmon, went in style. Once inside, things started to warm up.
Here we go, here we go.
Smokin' Joe Masiti ran rings around the Blues on Saturday. Today, he was blowing them, while Long was looking as cool as he could. 3 times reported early in the year, Long says his boss at work, former Richmond strongman Robbie McGee, was to blame.
Accidents happen, Ed, you know. It's probably my boss probably rubs off on me, Robbie McGee. He sort of taught me the tricks of the trade.
Even Malcolm Fraser, one-time #1 ticket holder at Carlton, was on the Bombers today. Sean Denham copped a broken nose, courtesy of Greg Williams.
I think it was going to come. I saw him have a couple of looks beforehand, so I knew something was going to come, and there wasn't much I could really do about it. And, you know, that's part of the game, I guess.
But Denham had his revenge this afternoon. Tim Watson says he'd like to do it all again.
I probably really like to play again because I have enjoyed this year, but the lists have to be trimmed back to 42. There's going to be some pretty tough decisions that will have to be made.
While the skipper, Bomber Thompson, was just soaking in what has been the highlight of his sporting life.
Traditional Players' Day, and you sort of come down, you sort of think about what you've achieved, and players let their hair down and have a few beers together. It is a great day, and I'm going to really enjoy this one.
Puts us in good stead for years to come, as long as you can control it, you know, and you know, like once we go away on our footy trip, and or you know, once you start pre-season, everyone's got the same amount of points. It's nothing, and you don't want to be sort of talking about 93, and you want to just talk about 94, and you know, keeping the lid on things, and having recruits come over, you know, and putting pressure on everyone, because you know, pressure's one of the greatest things you can have inside a footy club, and you know, just making sure, that's probably why I want to play a game, just to make sure that we just do it right now, you know, because you don't want to just fall away as quick as you got here, because it's good time, it's good fun winning, but make sure you just keep winning, and that's the key to it. you know, they've got a good team here right now, but you know, you've got to have good players keep coming across. You got to, like I said, you got to keep the pressure on. You know, and we've the players we drafted last year, Scotty Cummings, the second highest goal kicker in WA, the WAFL, so he's going to come over. We've got Michael Pryor, who a lot of people think's the best player in Western Australia at the moment. He's going to come over. So you got, you know, last year's recruiting is going to pay off this year, I think, and you know, you never know with the young players how they're going to react from this grand final, and you hope and that they're going to do the right thing and do the work. But if they don't, you got to drop them or fix them up as quick as you can. If you don't fix them up, you'll get in trouble. And I think Sheedy has gone through it all before. He knows what's going on. But if you do get rid of them, you've got to have players to fill their shoes, and that's why, you know, if Scotty Cummings comes over and Shea Cockatoo Collins is another player that could probably just drop in the league football tomorrow, another Aboriginal boy. You know, there's the pressure, and that's what's going to keep these players here good.